Oh, let me mute. Channel 1, all the way to the left.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Don't mind me. I'm just here doing my thing.
Oh, I was gonna do a sound check too while you're on.
Oh yeah, since I'm on here, is the audio louder for you guys? Myron told me you guys have been complaining about audio like you guys always do. So oh yeah, it's fucking lit. Welcome to the stream, Don DeMarco. Oh wait, hold on. How did I forget? Myron, which one's the Don DeMarco, bro?
Oh,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
Top left.
Top left. Oh yeah. We back. See, this is what it will look like, but I'm about to reset it so you could just like. Remember when I told you if you do studio mode, it looks crazy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that for you so it doesn't do that for you. So just give me like 2 minutes. Guys, just bear with me one moment. I'm just changing some shit. Changing some resolution stuff. All right. Reset, transform. Yeah, guys, don't mind me. I'm just here doing I guess nigga IT. Reset, perfect. Wow, you guys are racist. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. That is crazy work. Transition. What the heck? Okay, studio mode. Let me see settings. I'm cooking 2 biscuits, everyone. Oh yeah, by the way, wow, you guys are really, really out of line today. All right, W chat. Let me see studio mode. All right, you know what? Y'all gonna see me disappear for a little bit. I know. Myron became blacker, I know. Who would have thought? And Myron, we're doing that chicken and waffle stream? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chicken and waffles. We're going to Roscoe's. Myron's gonna be at Waffle House. If Chris going to AA, we got Myron going to Waffle House for sure. That's all I'm saying. All right. Oh my God, I think I fixed it. By the way, guys, we will be uploading the full video of tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna be
uploading OSS and Castle Club at least. So I understand, guys. It was hot as hell. Generators overheat. You guys don't know what I wrote with so many punches, bro. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that was in the chat, showing me all the technical love and helping me out with that. That was super like crucial. So appreciate everybody that was telling me like when y'all spam lag, I actually see that shit. So don't think that doesn't help. It actually does help. But next time, just mention me, bro. Just like tag me. And a lot of y'all got my number. Just call me. Y'all could easily call me. All right, bet. I think you're fixed. All right, I'm gonna put the waiting room back on, and then Myron's gonna come on, guys. I'm out of here.
Hey, any of y'all want this desk thing?
What's that?
Do you want this thing and this attachment to a desk?
Fuck yeah.
Or a keyboard? You want
Shit, why not?
Here, you can take it.
Fuck yeah. You can use that for something. I'm always gonna take something. You know what I'm saying? Chat, love y'all. We'll be back.
I don't know what this. Oh shit! Okay, we're here.
Yeah.
Were they able to hear you before?
Yeah, they heard me before.
Oh, okay.
This was not my water. I don't know where the fuck that. I didn't even get no water. Who the fuck put that there?
I don't know. It's not me. I don't think so.
All right.
Oh no, maybe you know what? No, I think it is mine because Icy brought me some. It's just not when I was here. It's mine. It's mine.
Oh, you want it?
Yeah, I'll take it. Hey, what's up, guys? Shout out to Bills for helping out. So, guys, what we're gonna do is Bills is going to go ahead and he's gonna go ahead and re-upload that thing for you guys. And the way we'll do it is we'll re-upload it for you guys, and you guys will be able to you know, get it in its entirety.
OSS and Castle Club.
Yeah, OSS and Castle Club.
And next week we're gonna be better.
And then yeah, we're gonna have shit better next time because
we just ain't have enough power.
Yeah, the problem is that we didn't have enough power for everything, so that's what ended up happening. But
yeah, we got it going though. We good. Next time it'll be better, chat.
Yeah, it'll definitely be better. Let me make sure all this stuff is muted here. Okay. Bear with me, chat. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Okay, I see 3 super chats here, so let me go ahead and all right, let me put my headphones in too. Sorry, guys. I'm like literally, I reset my studio. If any of you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys are gonna see that I like completely resized and reset the studio.
This is how I do it. I just keep on for screen share, and then you could just always just transition.
Okay.
That's how I do it usually. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So so if you just want to go to screen share, just click transition, and then they'll see it. Remember, everything on the right is what they see.
Okay, so this is what they're seeing.
This is what they see, yeah. And you could edit on the screen. See how like the view counter right there looks like shit? You can edit that view counter over there, and not and the people won't see it on that end.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit, man. I need to.
See? Looks way better.
So, and then if I do this, that's what they see.
That's what they see, right? Program is always same thing as your switcher. Program is what they see. Preview is what you see. See how like right there, preview and program.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the camera switcher monitor now.
I put the.
That's fucking fire.
I got a couple different angles for them now.
That's fucking insane, bro.
Well, they can't see because you're in front of the camera, but that's fine. So, all right, shit. So, so if I wanted to go back to normal, do I just hit controls and take studio mode off?
Yeah, and keep whatever on the right.
And then and this goes back to
on the right is gonna like stay there. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You'll roll with it, bro. Don't worry, it's not that hard. You'll get it.
All right.
It'll make shit way better.
All right. Thanks, Bills. All right, man. I appreciate that. All right, guys. You said the audio is good now, Bills? It sounds a little crazy on my end.
It sounds crazy on your end?
Yeah, I sound like computerized or whatever. I don't know if you can.
Let me hear it. I ain't even hear it. All I did was put it.
Here, you can hear test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. I don't know. I sound a little computerized on my end. Maybe it's the monitoring. I don't know.
Chat, how's the audio? Is the audio better or is it worse than what you usually hear? Put 1s if it's better.
Audio mixer.
2 if it's not.
Test 1 2 3. Yeah, this is me talking like normal. This is me talking like normal. They said it's loud. Mix too loud.
Mix too loud? Okay. See, they told you that you were loud, that you were quiet, but now you're too loud. Put in 4. Type in 4.
4.
Yeah. Let's try this.
4.5 dB.
Yeah.
Is that the magic number? That should sound better.
Yeah, Mo said you sound straight.
Yeah.
I see. Right. How many did we see? We see 1s.
Yeah, they were saying loud. Now we made the adjustment, so they're gonna respond now.
Better.
We just made the mic is peaking loud. Yeah,
now
I think.
Good. Sounds good. That's better. So yeah, I only put it up 1 dB, bro.
Okay.
So if they say I didn't do anything else except put it up 1 dB, I did nothing else.
Yeah, so I think they're saying it's better now. So guys, this is good. I don't want to hear anything about audio anymore, man, because goddamn, this shit is the worst.
If they're saying anything about audio, they're trolling, because as long as you're in the yellow, you're in the magic spot.
Okay, being in the yellow is magic.
Yeah.
And I think we got a limiter there too, right?
Yeah.
So it can't even go. It can't even go that much louder.
But that's what they probably hear. They probably hear that you're peaking or clipping at the limiter. So that's probably what they was talking about.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What they was talking about.
All right. Let me go ahead and put this up here then.
Yeah, you good. All right, everyone's looking good on the chats. W chat.
All right, man. Thank you guys. Sweet. All right, man. I'll try not to. I'm hoping that I can figure this shit out. All right, cool. All right, guys, welcome to the stream, bro. We are live here now. We're good. You know, we here, bring this down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so you guys saw the fucking craziness that went down, man. Let me read some of these super chats that came in from before. Shout out to all you guys that are supporting. Okay, so we got here. One chest says, here's 2 links where that dumbass on tonight's IRL who was questioning Myron's credibility and was belligerent towards the end was on FNF with Myron, without Myron there, and the modern day dating were fresh. Yeah, I found that out after. I saw those, I saw this, bro, when you sent it in, man. Thank you for that. Yeah, because I know that he had come, so I was like really surprised when he was acting like a dumbass. Unforgiven says, $5 says, it's sad to see how most guys out there are just as stupid as the girls. I respect all you do, brother. Yeah, now you guys are seeing, bro. You guys got to understand, bro, that most dudes are completely fucking clueless, man. Completely clueless on this shit, bro. Audio's good. CC is usually louder than Myron Studio. Okay. With Ghost says, is this the show where we learn how to monetize social media? Or I forget, are you unqualified for that too? Trying to understand drunk retard is hard. Yeah, bro. A TJ Ho said, turn mic down. I think we did that. By any chance, do you know any H-side guys at the El Paso office currently? El Paso, I don't know if they're still there. I think they're all gone by now. Any chance you know, oh, sorry, W Bills from Bobby Trauma, shout out to you. Comfort Zone says, Myron, it got distorted when you get closer to the mic, bro. Okay, so I think it should be fine now, and it shouldn't be distorted. It should be good now. Guys, if the audio is good now, guys in the OSS chat, give me O/ if it's good in the OSS chat. And then I'll look at YouTube and Rumble too, because I'm realizing that the audio that goes into OSS is different than the audio that goes into Rumble and everything else like that. So let me know, ninjas. Let me know. Let me know. Also, hope you guys enjoyed the new fucking, we got a couple new angles, right? You got this shit right here. You got another one right here, right? And then we got, obviously, oh, this one's up, off? What the fuck? All right, let me turn that camera on. It went off real quick. Give me 1 sec, guys. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, so, and then we got, obviously, the main camera angle up there. So, yeah, man, we switched things up, bro. So, literally, the main camera angle that you guys know all the time, here's 2 from the side, right? I rearranged my whole shit, okay? And now I got this, like, little camera thing right here, so now I can see, right, and make sure that, you know, all the cameras are on, so I don't fucking randomly hit a number. And then, obviously, here's another one here. This is the new angle that we switched up, so you guys can see me from on this side now, too. And then obviously we got the one, the angle 4. So yeah, we got 4 different angles here, guys. Switched the studio up last night. I was fucking, that's why I ended up getting off early last night. The reason why I got off, guys, is because I was restructuring everything with my guy Andy. And if you guys are watching on Rumble or on YouTube, we're streaming in 4K, right, on Rumble and on YouTube right now. So so yeah. Oh, let me look back here at the let me look at the audio, make sure that is good for you guys. Okay, so audio's good on Rumble and on YouTube. If it's, guys, if it's good, give me O/ on Rumble and on YouTube and on OSS. Give me O/ if it's good. If it's not, then put a 2. If it's not good, give me a 2. Because obviously I had to readjust a bunch of shit because I reset the studio and all this other shit, so. I'm looking at the chat. Okay. Rumble, I see O/. Perfect. YouTube, I'm seeing O/. All right, cool. All right, we are good then. We are good then. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Perfect. All right. We are litty now. Okay. So, also, I think we're live on Kick as well. Let me go ahead and open up Kick on another screen here for you guys. Or, well, I'll open it up for myself. Bear with me, guys. A lot of this is also like kind of being a test stream because, as you guys know, new setup, which means I had to switch everything around and everything else like that. But we are live on all the platforms right now. We're live on... Cool. So I got the Kick thing up here. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me change the title. Bear with me, ninjas. What the hell? Oh, yeah. We're live on Twitter as well, guys. We are live on Twitter as well. Okay. All right, I think we're good. All right, so we're good there, good there. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm using literally 5 monitors, right? Actually 6. I'm using 6 monitors right now as we speak, chat. So I apologize if it seems like I'm a bit disheveled. It's first time I'm running with all this different shit going on. So so just bear with me, and then we're going to get into some stuff. And I'll give you guys my thoughts. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Unforgiven22, for the gifted sub. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much for that. And guys, we are currently at 1555 members of the OSS. So happy to have you guys here. Happy to, you know, we're growing this bitch up, so it's getting litty. And then the last thing I want to do here is, let's go to kick. No, that's not what it is. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'm almost done. What the fuck? Why did the Fed React shit go? Oh my God, man. Something always goes wrong, man. Oh, every single time. Bear with me and just bring this down here. Actually, we'll move that over here. Fuck it. And then, what the fuck? Oh, don't know why the hell that shit was over there, but sorry, chat. See, man, I'm like a perfectionist, as y'all can see, man. I like my my HUD a certain way, heads-up display, you know? Okay, all right. Okay, now I think we got that done. See, everybody wants to be on YouTube, right? Everybody wants to be a content creator, but niggas don't understand how much fucking work it takes, bro. Holy, man. All right, we're here, guys. Okay, welcome to the stream. All right. I think we're good to go. We got everything on screen that we need to get. You guys understand what's going on. Okay, so let's go through what the fuck happened today. So as you guys know, we're out there on the streets. I apologize that we had some technical difficulties. We went longer than we normally do. As you guys know, we normally are out there for about an hour and a half. Today, we ended up being there for about 3 hours. So for those of you that don't know, whenever we do this stuff, we're typically utilizing generators. And the generator started to overheat, and that kind of created a bit of problems. That's why we had the audio issues that we had. And then today, man, it's like a bunch of idiots showed up today to try to like start problems and shit. You know, and I kind of anticipate this because I'm realizing, guys, that the channel is growing and people are finding the content. And, you know, literally within minutes of me setting up, you know, because like the team sets up, guys, and then I get there last. So they're setting up. They're there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. As I'm walking up, there's already like a crowd there kind of getting ready. And, you know, within me sitting down, just like a few seconds of me sitting down, like a bunch of people driving by, yo, Myron, what's up? Oh, fresh fit, blah, blah. So that's a good sign. But at the same time, you know, as you get bigger and bigger and more famous, obviously you're going to become a target, right? And we saw that happen today where we had a bunch of people, you know, come in and try to start problems, right? We had that stupid FBA guy come in and try to start issues. We saw the other idiot with the dog try to start some problems. So the reality is this is kind of what comes with the territory as you get, you know, more and more prominent, right? Unfortunately, this is just the reality. So, you know, haters, you know, are going to show up. And then also the other thing that you guys need to understand, I think another thing that we kind of figured out from doing this is that, unfortunately, guys, most men are painfully fucking blue-pilled. As you guys can see from the discussion, I mean, how many of these guys were sitting there saying some, you know, basic feminist propaganda talking points or being simps or whatever? It's fucking ridiculous. And then that FBA, bro, this nigga, like, try to start some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. Like, I was gonna deck him in the face. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. Like I was like literally like, okay, man. Clearly these guys always say the same shit. Oh, you won't talk to a woman like that. I was like, all right, bro. I got to make an example out of this nigga, man. And you know, obviously he said, oh, I'm gonna spill a drink in your face. If he did that, like this is Florida, bro. He was stand your ground state, man. Like you're gonna get dropped. So, you know, luckily that didn't happen. The security guy grabbed him. But at that point, dude, I was like, man, this is starting to get annoying, bro. Like, because these niggas are all on some fucking, you know, tough guy shit, drinking alcohol, being idiots and stuff, trying to start problems. So, whatever, man. Fucking losers. And then other idiot like, oh, you're not qualified. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, you're over here talking to me. Like, you wanna be famous and you're not. Like, you're a fucking nobody. So it's like, and just so you guys know, Miami is filled with people like that where they will, they have money, but they want to have clout, but they don't have clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people in Miami like that. And major cities in general where, like, they have some money, but they don't have any fame. And they resent people that are kind of, like, famous or whatever. And he's over here talking about, like, I have more money than you. I was like, bro, I don't think you know who you're talking to, man. Like, what the hell? Because I don't spend my money like a retard, guys. Like, I don't know. He's one of Fresh's friends, bro. I don't even know who that nigga is, bro. Honestly, guys, that's one of Fresh's friends. Now you guys know why I dislike Fresh's friends. They're all retards like him. And this is why I don't hang out with these niggas, bro. I really don't. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, he's one of Fresh's people. I don't know who he is or what he does or anything. But yeah. Let's see here. I know New York Post. Let's look at this shit.
I spoke with the people on the street. I spoke with youth. They know your name. They know that our president named President Trump is working hard to finally bring peace to the country. I saw hope. They have hope now for a better day in Congo. They see what you're doing as a future, better future for Congo. And I had opportunity to sit down with President Felix Tshisekedi for an interview because I want to understand his mind, what he's thinking, his feeling about everything that your administration is doing. And he told me firsthand that for many years, many American presidents overlooked this conflict. They didn't do nothing. Even myself, I covered President Biden's administration. I pressed many times about this conflict. People are dying in Congo. This country has so much potential, but they need help because this war is destroying the country.
I don't know. As I say here, Trump left in awe by a beautiful reporter could be the end of my political career. So let me find out that Trump is down with the Brown, bro.
They never gave me any answer. And he told me, President Tshisekedi, that you have no idea, he's very thankful for what you're doing, for what your administration is doing. Not only him, the entire Congolese people. They see that finally they will have hope. And President Tshisekedi also mentioned at the end of my interview that when peace finally comes to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he's thinking to nominate you as a Nobel Prize Peace because he said you deserve, you have been working to bring peace in the world, not only at the Congo, and he's very hopeful to meet you in the future.
That's so nice, boy, and that's so beautifully stated. And Caroline said, number one, she did say, and I shouldn't say this because it's politically incorrect, she said, she's beautiful, and you are beautiful. I'm not allowed to say that, you know, that could be the end of my political career, but I'll say it anyway. But you are beautiful, and you're beautiful inside. So I wish I had more reporters like you. You covered Africa for a long time?
Yes, for over 10 years.
Wow.
I covered even your first administration.
Yes, I know that. That's great. Well, thank you. That's so nice that you said that. Appreciate it.
As you guys know, Trump loves when people suck up to him. He absolutely loves it. Absolutely loves it. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I've left the States. I'm under threat. All right, bro. These niggas be clout chasing off Diddy. It's actually starting to get ridiculous now. Okay, let's go ahead and go over Diddy real quick, guys, because I know that they gave their final arguments with Diddy. The defense and the prosecution gave their closing arguments. The prosecution did a pretty good job, guys. They weaved everything together from what we understand. So let's go ahead and see what the defense had to say with their closing arguments. Defense claps back in closing.
Lies, money, and a rapper with a target on his back. These are some of the themes of the defense's closing argument in the Sean Combs criminal case. What did Diddy's main defense lawyer argue to the jury right before deliberations? And will it result in them voting not guilty to his federal sex crimes charges? Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Another important day in the Sean Combs criminal trial. The defense delivered their closing argument to the jury before deliberations, their final summation of the evidence and testimony in this case, trying to argue that Sean Diddy Combs should be found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura Fine and Jane, and not guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, the closing argument was delivered by Sean Combs' main defense attorney, Mark Agnifilo. Now, remember, this comes after the prosecution delivered their closing argument yesterday. Prosecutor Christy Slavic. She highlighted how Combs operated a criminal enterprise, that the assistants, the bodyguards, they facilitated the crimes, they covered them up, they knew what was going on. She methodically went through each and every one of the underlying predicate crimes for racketeering conspiracy. They have to prove at least 2: bribery, arson, kidnapping, drug offenses, forced labor. Again, you only need 2.
And guys, that's why it's going to be so tough, because they only need to prove 2. Just off the drug trafficking alone, guys, he's cooked, FYI. Just off the drug trafficking alone. Because we know, that's why they brought in that witness that was with him on the private jet, the former basketball player. Remember the guy who used to play D1, the white dude? They brought him in because he would be able to testify that he was Diddy's drug mule. So that in itself puts Diddy in a very bad spot, guys. Okay? So, yeah, man, he's going to get convicted of something. And this is why the prosecution wanted to focus on the RICO instead of the other charges, right? That's why, because with the RICO, all they got to do is just establish that he conducted crimes that constitute as racketeering activity.
Then there was the sex trafficking of Jane and Cassie. It was a very strong moment yesterday to say, look, not every sexual incident is sex trafficking. And just because a victim may consent 1 time or 2 times, that doesn't mean they consent all the time. You just need 1 instance of sex trafficking for Sean Combs to be found guilty of it. And they provided...
And that is why he's in trouble, chat.
And Slavic provided multiple concrete, specific examples with respect to each victim that the jury can choose from. Transportation to engage in prostitution, literally transporting men and these alleged victims for the purposes of sex work. Through the credit card statements, travel records, text messages, voice notes, the argument was they directly tied Combs to paying and arranging the transport of the victims and men for the purposes of sex work.
And that's where it gets crazy, because they're going to even count the male prostitutes that came through as the interstate transportation of the prostitutes, man.
So,
the Luigi case, I know he's gonna go to trial sometime probably this year, chat.
What did the defense say in response today? By the way, we also heard from the prosecution in their rebuttal closing too. Very short, but arguably impactful as well. Okay, so for that and more, let me bring in once again Law and Crime's in-court reporter Elizabeth Milner, who was inside that courtroom for all of the closing arguments from both, again, Mark Agnifilo, the defense attorney, and we also heard from Maureen Comey, the main prosecutor in this case, delivering the rebuttal. We'll get to that in a minute. Elizabeth, great to see you. Let's talk about Mark Agnifilo. So how did he start off, right?
All right, before we get into that, let me read some chats here that you guys came through so I make sure I don't miss any. King Lord says, Myron, your new reaction to the, hold on, I'll actually show some of these things on screen for you guys. King of Lord says, hold on, guys, we're literally going to go ahead and... Okay. Jay Diaz says, the way you told him that won't be good, as you stood up in a blank for what you believe in, bro. Myron, I'll always support you and stand by you till the end. Join OSS. Yeah, bro. Like, sometimes people are going to try you, bro. And I was like, man, if this nigga drops this shit on me, man, it's going to be really bad for him, bro. So, $200 from, it's Mike, donate $200 from earlier. Let me make sure I didn't miss that. From Jay Diaz. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Down to Marco for you for that. Appreciate that, Jay Diaz. I really do. Thank you so much, man. I'll be honest with y'all, bro. I was pissed off, man, because niggas were already were being disrespectful, annoying, and then we had the technical difficulty. So I really appreciate that you guys are supporting me through all the bullshit, man. So thank you so much, Jay Diaz, 200, man. You are the man for that. Thank you. Arc Lightning, W Street Castle. Appreciate that, Arc Lightning. And you guys should be able to see the chats on screen, right? Let me see here. You guys should be able to see these chats on screen. Yeah, you guys can. Okay, let me make it bigger for you, Ninja, so you guys can really see this shit. Or, okay, maybe that's not the way to do it. There we go. Does that make it bigger? There we go. Okay. So, all right, let me go back to looking at these. You guys like that, man? Shout out to Bills, man. We're making this shit better. Let's see here. W Street Castle Marlene, appreciate that. King of Lords says, Myron, your reaction to the new Diary of a CEO episode debate is feminism creating lonely, broken, sexless men is needed. Okay? To the new Diary of a CEO episode. Where is that, King of Lords? Is it on like on Netflix or something? Where's that? Tell me where it's at. Okay, those are the Rumble rants. Cool. We're caught up on those. All right, let's go to the Castle Club, guys. Jay Diaz donated $30 on OSS. Thank you so much. OD, let's see here. What else do we got here? Jay Tahoe, turn the mic down. I think we got that. Fresh Dog, any chance you know H? Oh, no, read that one before. Marna got distorted. Okay, we fixed that one. Drewski, Marna had a girl cry in my face. What can I do to prevent laughing sometimes? Yeah, that's going to be tough. You're on your own that one. TJ O says, I'm still laughing at the slave master Myron chimp out. Yeah, bro, he did. What up, Hostradamus? The fact 16-year-olds are out in Miami like that show you how cooked we are. Like, what the actual fuck is going on? And the race baiting victims, too. Facts. Yeah, bro, that girl was 16. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. OD4L says, it's tragic and honestly hilarious that most of the guys who grabbed the mic tonight, pause, are totally cooked. The funniest part is they're out here championing for gender equality without even noticing how it's playing them. A whole army of future simps is lining up to get steamrolled by these crafty 304s. But hey, to the fellas who do it to keep swinging, soldiers, OSS, we're lit. I'm telling you, bro, niggas are cooked. Jay Diaz with the $30 as well. So the 200 and the 300. Thank you so much, Jay Diaz. I hope you're a member of OSS, bro. I hope so. Top D1 says, yo, Myron, you heard anything about one of the Diddy sons or something getting indicted for a gang rape case in New York? No, I did not hear about that. Speedy says, hey, Myron, is it true that Israel attacked Lebanon yet again? If they did, can you cover sometime this week? Yeah, they did. They destroyed the weapons depot, Speedy. That's what they did. They always break the ceasefires. Don't show this on screen. This is my cousin. You know him? Okay, I won't show him on screen. Let me make sure on his screen share. Let me see if I could. I don't know. Maybe another picture, bro. It's hard to tell who he is from there. Cute Animals. Tell your moms to stop muting people for no reason. Keep muting us from super chatting. Shout out to Granny and take notes. Okay, God says, bro, why is it that everyone you're outside for these days shows all the chimps, hoes, and bundles of six come crawling out? Bro, I'm telling you, man, people are idiots. 6-year-olds dressing like that in Miami is wild. Let me catch my daughter dressing like that. I'll stop her. I'm telling you, bro, these girls are ridiculous. Make sure to end the CC stream on locals. Oh, Castle Club stream is still on? The Diary of a CEO episode is YouTube. There's a psychiatrist who mentions a lot of your talking points in that episode. Okay, the Diary of a CEO episode is YouTube. Okay, let me look at that. Is this it? Wait. Are you guys talking about this? Oh yeah, it still is going on. Let me end this shit then. Okay. All right, I ended the Castle Club stream. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, is this it, guys, right here? I don't know. All right, let's go back to the Diddy shit.
It seems like he started off basically by saying, this is not what the prosecution...
Himothy was about to get that cigar slap out of his mouth. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, that nigga was pissing me off, man. Disrespectful fucking dumbass. Literally, bro. W. Meyer, but with the RICO, why didn't the owner of the stripper service get charged? Because he would be the pimp for the males in that case. You're right. It's strange that they only charged Diddy, bro. I'm surprised it's only him that got hit with everything, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. That's kind of weird.
Wants you to believe, right? There's no...
Oh, Cam 2 times. Yo, Myron, if I was out there with you during the street debate, if anybody steps up or threatens you, I'll step in front of them, make sure they don't do nothing. At USC, I kept my guard up. Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. Cam, I appreciate that, all you guys, bro. That's why we're building the OSS, man. That's why we're building the OSS. We gotta, we're gonna have a fucking army. But now you guys see the bullshit that I deal with, bro. A lot of these niggas, man. Literally, bro, confirming the stereotypes. All the stereotypes that I gave happened. Girls acting like fucking idiots. Shout out to you, Cam, gifting a sub on Myron Gaines X. Appreciate you, bro. The girls acting like dots. Dudes simping. The black dude fucking chimping out. You know what I mean? Like, bro, all the stereotypes were confirmed, my friends. It's fucking comedy, man. It really is comedy.
No sex trafficking here. And it seemed like he really focused on the idea of text messages as evidence and really said this wasn't a federal crime, took aim at both Cassie and Jane. What were some of the opening remarks that stood out to you about this?
Yeah, well, a lot of parts of this closing argument really stood out to me, specifically the way that Mark Agnifalo's tone was to the jury and pretty much their final message to the jury before they eventually go and deliberate, which it looks like that will now start on Monday. But in terms of just him approaching the jury, he was very personable, really kind of pulling out that Mark Agnifalo charm, like literally one of the...
Jay Murillo with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. And also, Kevin Bryan with the 5 gifted subs 3 minutes ago. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate that greatly.
First lines he said in his closing argument was, this is a tale of 2 trials. The first trial is about witnesses and videos and texts and evidence. He said the second trial was just kind of the word of mouth by the prosecutors. He was saying that this case is badly exaggerated. He says it's made up, in other words. He also said it's about personal use of drugs, nothing else. The evidence shows that it was kind of a swinger type of lifestyle that, you know, as far as the hotel nights and freak-offs occurred, or as Jane and Cassie had testified about the hotel nights and freak-offs, that these were just threesomes. It was just swingers. It was just an alternative lifestyle, those types of things. And then he was saying that the evidence shows that Sean Combs is a self-made, successful black entrepreneur. He's done something that's hard to do, and that's have wonderful, successful, legitimate businesses. He says how many government witnesses said that they were moved by Sean Combs, that being with him was like drinking from a fire hose. He taught me great work ethic. And he admitted, he was like, did they always like him? Did the assistants always like him? Did his staff always like him? No way. That wasn't always the case, but they loved him. And then they kind of brought it back to Mia a little bit, where Mia had implied that she felt like she wanted to self-harm, mainly because she had lost her position over at Combs Enterprises, which is not to be confused with the criminal enterprise that the government is alleging. But in terms of just everything, including Derek Ferguson, who had also testified, he was the former chief financial officer over at Bad Boy. He was kind of saying things like he's a handsome black man, and the reason that he wanted to work at Bad Boy was because he being Sean Combs, was giving people who look like him opportunities that people of color may have not gotten elsewhere. And so even he made kind of one line that I thought was interesting, where he said diversity, equity, and inclusion. He was doing that. He, again, being Sean Combs, was doing that in his early 20s, as early as at 24 years old. And he says that the government says his businesses are racketeering, but then the defense pointed out that none of the witnesses says that they were a part of a racketeering enterprise. None of the witnesses got on the stand and said, yes, I'm a part of this racketeering conspiracy. He said none of that. And so it really was a pretty strong opening just in the first few lines, first few minutes of the defense's closing argument.
So look, I know our content can be a lot at times. Sometimes you need a breather, right? Let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted to just...
Terrible ad. We don't care.
You mentioned racketeering. I thought it was really interesting. He saves that for the end. So let's actually fast forward. Let's go towards now the end of his closing, because that's the top charge. That's the one that carries life in prison. What did he argue why this is not racketeering conspiracy? Why there's no criminal enterprise or criminal agreement? What did he say?
Yeah, so he said a lot about racketeering conspiracy and emphasizing that it's a racketeering conspiracy, not just racketeering just alone in itself. And so Mark Agnifalo was talking about the whole common purpose of the enterprise members, and how the defense was mentioning that Sean Combs was charged by himself. No one in the courtroom had testified, again, that they were a part of a criminal enterprise, that they were even doing acts that were considered to be crimes, and that he was saying, he being Mark Agnifalo, was saying that there is a gaping lack of evidence. He says that he was trying to do this enterprise by what? Having sex with his girlfriends? And so then when they go into the RICO conspiracy, the defense is saying that he's not charged, again, with racketeering, but racketeering conspiracy. He points out that the government never called a co-conspirator to testify. And let me just say this, Jesse, one of the alleged co-conspirators was actually inside the courtroom, and that being Fahim Muhammad, one of Diddy's security guards. And I think that was kind of interesting that they had brought him kind of on the defense's closing, but also that he's one of the alleged co-conspirators. He was inside that courtroom listening to the closing argument. I was thinking at points, if his name was, you know, said out loud by either the prosecution or the defense, that he would maybe like do this, and it was really none of that. But in terms of just KK and her role, again, KK being Christina Coram, Mark Agnifalo said everyone needs a KK, and I thought that was interesting because I looked over in Sean Combs' direction when that specific line was said, and Diddy was nodding at that.
Crooksy says about the Brooklyn Bridge. Emily Warren Roebling was actually an amazing woman, but she's amazing because she carried out her husband's goals, not because she was a queen. Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's always, I love when women, like, you try to take credit for that shit. Alan Hurd says, you know, he was memorized. He ain't take his eyes off her. I'm trying to figure out where the super chat is in OSS. That's from Alan Hurd. And then we got Cruxy says, Alboy says, pretty sure that the last guy who crashed out was one of them boys. Makes sense. Also, it's super funny how the other dude chimped out and resorted to violence because he was getting cooked and couldn't handle it. My bro has control over his emotions. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we could react to that, actually. Let me go ahead and pull that shit up for y'all real quick. Because, bro, this nigga was annoying, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. This nigga was pissing me off. Because, like, bro, like, he couldn't just, like, he couldn't just call it. Like, he just wanted to be on some tough guy shit, right? So, it was part 1. Yeah, part 1. All videos. Okay, yeah, part 1 right here. Donations and stuff like that too, but those are my positions on that one. This nigga, bro. This is my shit, bro. What are you talking about? Am I done? Like, this is my shit, bro.
I get what you shit, but at the end of the day, everything you talk about, cause you gotta understand it.
Here we'll go from the beginning, and I'll kind of give you guys my thoughts as this all was going on. Failure.
My man, where'd you get your game from?
My what?
Get your game from?
My game?
Yeah, like,
bro, as soon as he started saying that dumb shit, I was like, here we go, bro.
Like where you get your game from? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you mean my knowledge. A multitude of different places. Experience, other people's experiences. I read quite a bit on.
I'm talking about your experience.
See how, like, I literally said my experience. That was the first thing I said, bro. That was literally the first thing that I said. So at this point, guys, I'm starting to get annoyed. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna go play by play with you guys and break this shit down of what was going through my mind when all this shit was happening. I think you guys probably want to see the shit. Oh, also, by the way, guys, just so you know, we are going to be dropping, I completely forgot about this shit. Guys, we are going to be dropping a Discord and a Telegram, okay, on the OSS. Discord is gonna be dropped. I think we're gonna do it maybe Monday. I don't know. Let me hit up Brett or Josie or any of these guys in here. We're going to be dropping a Discord. Discord is going to be completely free, okay? Free Discord, and then the Telegram is for the active members. So active members, you guys will be able to join the Telegram, and regular members, completely free, you guys can join the Discord, okay? So we are definitely going to be making a Discord and a Telegram. Telegram is for the active supporters, where you guys can, you know, say whatever you guys want. The Discord, obviously, there's going to be some moderation there because, obviously, you know, it's fucking Discord, so we can't go all the way crazy on there. But yeah, man, so we're gonna give you guys for OSS a free Discord and a Telegram for the paying guys. So if you're a member, only $4 to join, by the way. If you're a paying member of OSS, $4 for the first month, $10 after that, or for the year for $75, we're running the promo. You can go ahead and be a part of the Telegram. So it's great, man. So shout out to Brett, shout out to all my guys, Broski, Spear, Josie, everybody that helped out, Jacob. All you guys behind the scenes that are making the OSS a fantastic community where we're going to be able to, you know, really be cooking on there, man. So I'm really excited about it. Let me see if I should, let me see here. Let me see if yo, mods, if you guys want to do, mods, do we want to drop them the Discord right now? I'll let the guys, I know a couple of the mods are in here. Broski, all you guys, if you guys want to drop the Discord link right now, feel free. That's I'll give it to you guys. We had a great Zoom, it was kind of like a Zoom call, but it was a Discord. We were on there talking earlier today. So if you mods, I'll let you guys choose. If you guys want to drop the Discord link for them, go ahead and drop it right now. I'll let executive decision with y'all niggas. So you guys decide. Monday, Broski. Okay, Broski said Monday. All right, so we're gonna drop it for you guys on Monday. I think they got to they got to handle some kinks, so they're dropping it Monday for you guys. All right. Thank you. Thank you guys. Okay, Monday. Cool. They're setting up some channels on there, guys. They're creating voice channels on there. It's going to be a really great community for you guys. So they're making they're ironing out all the kinks, making sure shit works so that when you guys come in on Monday, y'all will be good to go. But Discord completely free. OSS members, Telegram, it's going to be for the guys that are on the monthly thing, which, like I said before, $4, bro. Literally $4 to join, $10 per month. You guys help me go ahead and be able to do the shit that I'm doing, talking to these fucking retards in the street, dealing with the headaches. You guys feel that, man. So that's kind of what it is. I appreciate you guys for supporting. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it, man. So join the OSS, man. $4 for the first month. And then let me go ahead and put this in the YouTube chat for you guys as well, so you guys know. Use the codes. All right, boom. It's pinned on YouTube. All right. Well, I'm telling you, it's a cool.
What's your experience with black women?
All right, let's go this from the beginning.
Yeah, like.
So first he says, where do you get your game, right?
Like, where you get your game from? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you mean my knowledge. A multitude of different places. Experience, other people's experiences. I read quite a bit on.
I'm talking about your experience.
I literally just said experience.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a.
What's your experience with black women? What's your experience with your game? I'm not talking about how many books you
Okay, so at this point now I'm like, here we go, bro. Here we go. Like as soon as he said that, once he brought the black women, all this other bullshit, I was like, man, here we go.
read, other people's experience. Where your game
Well,
from?
I quite literally said my game. I said my experiences, other people's experiences.
What's your
reading.
experience?
Well, I mean, I've talked to more people, more women than any other man probably on the internet.
Keep
at this
talking
point.
about other women. I'm talking about your.
See how he just interrupts? He asked me the question, I'm answering it, and the dude is like, bro.
I'm explaining
Why
it to
you
you.
hate black women so much?
Oh, I
Why
hate
you
black
talk
women?
down on black women? I'm talking about your experience, not everybody, all the books you read. I'm talking about your experience.
All right, so you clearly have a position here. What is your
Ain't no
position?
I hear you.
No,
See,
well,
and I hate when people do that, right? He comes in and asks me a question that doesn't matter, right? Because he's interrupting me as I'm answering it. Where did you get your game from? This is where I get my game from. Oh, what's your problem with black women? Why did you just come up off that? Like that, the fact that he even did that shit shows that he's a fucking coward, right? Like the dude came in with an ulterior question. With an ulterior motive, but asking the wrong question, right? I hate when niggas do this shit, bro. This is like some pure fucking dumbass monkey behavior, bro.
Downplay women.
Hey, shout out to Jay Diaz, by the way, with the big $200 chat. He goes, he says, let me see here. He said, remember, I signed up for Castle Club in December. You gave me a choice, didn't choose Europa. Don't know if you already covered it. But the board CCO says deserve Europa if they still want to. I'd like it too. Yeah, next month, man. Next month, we're going to do it. Next month, we are going to do it once we officially launch OSS. Remember, guys, OSS isn't officially launched yet. It's like, you know, I'm giving you guys a discount, kind of like doing it, on YouTube and Rumble and shit like that. But I'm going to do a full launch in July 4th with everything, with the merch, with the discount codes, everything. So, but yeah.
Here's the thing. You hear me, but you're not listening. I answered your question multiple times.
You just said.
And you want to come to the
all books
conclusion
you
of
read. People you know. I'm talking about your experience, King.
I
I'm
told
not here
you.
to disrespect your black form.
Okay.
I'm just talking about your experience.
I told you. I've dated several women, talked to them on the podcast. I've talked to more women than any other YouTuber. Okay.
What women you dated? What race you dated?
Oh, yeah, 3,600. Yep. We've spoken to 3,600 girls on the show. I've talked to
I'm not
thousands of black women. I've dated black women. I understand.
You date a black woman.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Okay, so that one black woman that you dated discriminate every black woman. Because I watch your shit.
This nigga retarded, bro. See, like, bro, this is why, oh, man. Me just watching this shit back is like, annoying. Like, how stupid people really are.
And I respect you. You got a cool little platform. But I think you're making money off of other niggas' experience. And then at the end of the day, and you sit up here like big old mighty, like, yo.
See, like, here's the thing, too, with these dudes, bro. Like, they don't fucking get it. Bro, I talk to more women than anybody else on the internet. So when people say dumb shit like this, like, oh, you going off other people's experience. Nigga, I've talked to more women than you have. Like, do these guys, like, not fucking get it that, like, I literally talk to more women than 99% of men by virtue of what I do for a living, from having the podcast and, like, it's having a dating podcast. So it inevitably puts me in a position where I'm talking to these women all the time and I'm getting a side of them that, like, other people aren't. Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Right? But again, it's an attempt to try to disqualify my experience, what I've brought up. And obviously I've been able to build a huge following from it because I truly do understand women on a level that most people don't. So, like, when idiots like this guy sit here and be like, oh, yeah, where you get your game from? And I'm like, well, I talk to them because I know how they move and how they, you know, what they want and what they're looking for. And I've literally talked to thousands of them, and I know what their frustrations are, what their intentions are. Well, how am I able to, like, literally ask them questions and know what they're going to say already? Like, there's no one that's, like, talked to more females than I have, man. So when this guy when they say stupid shit like this, it's extremely annoying because, shit, I got to focus this thing. Sorry, guys. Let me focus this camera. There we go. Should be sharper right there. Okay. So when they sit there and try to like question my credibility, I'm like, bro, there is no one that is more credible when it comes to talking to women than myself, because I've talked to literally all different types, different backgrounds, different professions, etc. I don't think there's anyone on YouTube or the internet that's interviewed more women than me at this point, or has a better grasp of how modern women think and behave. Because I'm able to combine not just the academic side with like the Jordan Petersons, the David Busses, etc., right? I'm able to take that academic perspective and then also combine it with the way women move in America now when it comes to social media, you know, the solipsism, the inherent, you know, behavior patterns that a lot of modern women have. So like, when people say this dumb shit, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? But of course, you guys saw him immediately make it about race. Yo, where you put down black women? Bro, what? What? So this is why nobody like takes these niggas serious, bro. Ridiculous, man.
Like, yo, I got experience to downgrade my people, my culture. But go ahead, tell me all the books you read.
Yeah. So what's your disagreement then? Do you have like an actual position here?
Yeah, so you guys can see here, completely discombobulated argument. We don't even know what this nigga's arguing for. First is, where'd you get your game? This is how I got it. Okay, why do you put down black women? Well, I talk to a lot of women, I understand patterns. Oh, well, okay, what books you read? Nigga, what?
No, until you, listen, I respect.
Because what you're saying is, you're basically saying, oh, you don't have experience. I'm
a black man. My mom is black. My sister's black.
Bro, nigga. Bro.
I love black women. But at the end of the day, you sit up here and then you downgrade black women because you're one experience. It's
actually
just like,
multiple.
Prime example, it's just like a white girl that got.
And this guy's conflating the women that I talk to on the show that are fucking morons to all black women. Like, he's thinking like, oh yeah, you're talking about your one experience. What are you talking about, bro? Like, the girls that we brought on the show that act like idiots, yeah, they act like idiots. But I've kicked girls off the show from different backgrounds. What are you talking about, bro? What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Shout out to Jay Murillo with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man.
That took advantage of a black man. Now she don't want to date no black man in the world because that one bad experiences he had. That's how you sound like.
So anyway, I've spoken to hundreds of black women. I've dated them before,
okay,
etc. Now here's the thing. Okay, are you gonna let me speak?
Go ahead, talk.
Yeah. So here's the thing, man. I get it. You want to put the cape on and cape for black.
Yeah, I just had to call it like it is, man. Nigga want to put the cape on, bro.
Women, but the reality is, all women have bad habits from here to there, and there's stereotypes. The stereotypes tend to be based on pattern recognition.
But you talk down on black women.
I talk down on everybody, honestly. It's just that.
What's your nationality? Where you from?
What does that have to do with anything?
It has everything.
See how he's like completely like, what? Shout out to Kevin Bryan and Unforgiven also on Kick, guys.
It has absolutely nothing to do. That has nothing to do with anything. Someone's race. If I say something is objectively true or it tends to be true, it doesn't matter what my race is. Do I have to be a mathematician to say 1 + 1 is 2? No. It's an objective fact. The reality is this with black women. On average, they weigh about 187 pounds. They tend to be rude. They tend to be crass. They tend to not respect male authority because a lot of them grow up in fatherless households. So these are stereotypes that tend to happen all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So
but that's the new generation of women. OnlyFans.
It's pattern recognition.
Women, white girls, but you can as more black women.
Again, I'm critical.
Notice, I don't know what the hell this, bro. What?
Of all races. It's just that people tend to remember. No, I'm critical of everybody. The thing is that black women tend to be the most sensitive and get the most butthurt about it. They can't take criticism.
But you know the crazy thing is, you talk shit about black women, but all your staff is black.
Yeah.
Another fucking, like, bro, you can't win with these niggas, man. Like, bro. Now, obviously, I'm trying to keep my cool here, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I was annoyed as fuck, man, because this dude is so stupid. Like, look, there's nothing I hate more than stupid niggas that think that they're smart, bro. There's nothing I hate more than stupid niggas that think that they're smart, man. absolutely fucking infuriating, bro. Infuriating.
That means I'm not racist.
So
Good
how
job.
these niggas work
That
for
shows
you?
I'm actually not a racist. Good
No,
job.
you are no. What it is that you're a slave master, and you enslave black people to work for you, and at the same time you talk shit about
Yeah, y'all can hear Mo and all these niggas laughing in the background.
their mothers, their sisters, their aunties, their uncles, their families, and they work for you. I don't see not one white staff that work for you. I don't see the black. I don't see
Black
the
girl
white
right there.
Melissa was out there, and you guys know Melissa's white.
What they at? Oh, that one
Now it's one. Bro, this nigga, bro.
security.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You know, bro, let me be honest with you, bro. This
Talk
is
to me.
this is the problem, right?
Talk to me.
You came in here and you immediately made it about race.
No.
Let's
I
have
watch
a
you,
real
King.
let's have a real conversation here.
I watch you.
No. Black people are the most racist people ever. You came in here
Yeah, they are.
and immediately made the conversation about race, talking about race. You guys perpetuate the very stereotypes and the racism that you guys complain about the most. And this is why I make fun of black people too. Now here's the thing, y'all look at me and say, oh, you're not one of us, you're not black. I am. I'm African American by definition. But if you don't want to go ahead and consider me black, fine. I don't want to be with y'all niggas anyway. But the point I'm trying to make is that you made this immediately about race. As soon as you came up, what's your knowledge with women? And I'm like, all right, well, here's my experiences. Oh, well, what's your thing about black women? So you came in here with an agenda to complain about my criticism of black women when I literally criticize everybody. Everybody gets criticized. It just so happens that they tend to get the most butthurt. What are you talking about? Am I done? This is my shit, man.
Yeah, nigga asked me the question, and like he's a bro. What the fuck,
I
man?
respect your shit.
This is my shit, bro. What you talking about? Am I done? Like, this is my shit, bro.
I get what you shit, but at the end of the day, everything you talk about, because you gotta understand it. We got a right to, even though our black women ain't shit, but we can't.
So he admits it himself. Welcome, punch. He admits it himself, bro.
Out of black pussy. We came out of poverty.
This is
Let me talk.
This is a low IQ argument, bro. This is a low IQ argument. Just because it's like
I'm low key.
No, I said low IQ argument.
Why? Because you was in the FBI and you would take a bunch of tests and you this.
Tests.
You got so much. You got one experience.
Bro, I hate niggas, man. Bro. I feel like putting on the clan hood right now, bro. Bro. These niggas are the worst, man. These niggas are the worst, bro. Holy shit, man.
When the one black girl that you dated in your whole life of your career, you read a bunch of books, you know a bunch of friends, and you know so much of black, you got 2 white employees, and now you're not racist. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Bro,
like I said, you a bigot.
Bro. Okay.
I watch your shit.
Okay. So, well,
you disrespect black women.
Yes, here's the thing.
See, he calls me a bigot thinking I'm gonna get mad. Bro, that's a compliment, bro. That's a compliment.
I'm a proud bigot, man. Proud bigot, proud racist, sure.
I'm glad you said it.
Yep.
Conversation.
Because, hey, somebody's got to call out the fucking monkey behavior, like, right now. So, this is monkey
I'm
behavior.
a monkey.
Yeah, this is a monkey behavior right now. Yeah.
Man, you
chimping out.
Gonna disrespect
chimping
me,
out.
Dude.
Yeah, you came up here trying to disrespect, so
I'm
it is
not
what it is.
disrespect you. I'm just telling you what you preach.
Yo, you chipping out. You're not making any real arguments. You're just talking about race, blah, blah, blah. This is the problem, bro.
That's what you do.
This is the problem with niggas, bro. This is the problem with y'all. This is some nigga shit right now.
You gonna call me a nigga, but you can't tell me where you from. Are you a nigga?
Look,
where you from?
You watch the show, right?
Where you from?
Sudan. Family's from Sudan, yeah.
Okay, Middle Eastern nigga.
But now it's
talking shit about black niggas.
It's North Africa.
Talk about black.
It literally means the land of the blacks. You know that, right?
But you downgrade black women.
What does that?
I laugh when stupid ass niggas say this dumb shit like, "Oh, you ain't black." I am, literally, bro. Sudan, guys. For those of you that don't know, it literally means the land of the blacks.
Shit about.
What does that have to do with anything? I go off behavior. When they act like retards, I call them retards. This right now is retarded behavior, regardless of your skin color. If you're a white dude saying this dumb shit, I'd say you're a retard too. It's retarded behavior.
Because I'm telling you, you downgrade black women. I'm a retard.
Yeah, you are. It's low IQ. 100% low IQ.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, my nigga, that's why they demonetize you on YouTube.
Sure, and I still make more money than you.
Hey, I know you do. But guess what? You still a bigot at the end of the day.
A proud one, too. I got my clan hood in the other room.
And guess what? I guarantee your girl's a white girl.
No, she ain't actually, no.
Nigga, I see you walk around with that weak-ass dog, nigga. With your white bitch. Come on, dude. You don't like black bitches.
This dude's stalking, bro. This dude's stalking.
Huh?
This dude's stalking, man.
So like I said, I didn't come to disrespect you.
No, you tried and you failed. That's the problem. Tried.
No, you
failed.
No, do your thing, King.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can't handle conversation.
There's no conversation. You can't be on some bullshit.
Say you can't get one of your securities to kick me out like you kick these black bitches off your show.
What?
How you disrespect black women on your show?
Yeah.
You can't disrespect me.
All right, so at this point, I'm like, all right, I'll be honest with you guys. At this point, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna have to fuck this nigga up now. Because people say stupid shit like this, right? Oh, you won't talk to me like that. Now, here's the thing. Guys, this dude is like 5'6". All right? This dude is a little nigga, like, I don't fucking know. Titties and shit. You can see he's clearly out of shape with his Versace shirt. I was sitting down the whole time. He doesn't know how big I am, right? So I was like, all right, man. Like, people keep trying me. People keep saying this dumb shit. Sometimes you gotta smack somebody, right, with the fucking
Welcome punch
to let them know, like, bro, I'm not the guy. Like, you're gonna come in here on some bullshit, like, oh yeah, I'm not like these bitches, nigga. You ain't gonna do this to me. So at this point, I'm like, all right. In my mind, right here, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to smack this fucking guy.
Cause I'm a nigga walk up here and throw this drink in your face. And
as soon as he said that shit, I was like, all right, man, I'm about to fuck this nigga up because I gotta make an example out of him now. And I'm dead ass, guys. This is the point in my head where I switched. I was like, all right, I'm gonna make an example out of this fucking guy. I literally was like, I'm about to make an example out of this nigga. Like, as soon as he said that shit, in my mind, I don't know if you guys could see it, but I was like, all right, that's it. That's it. I'm knocking this nigga out now, right? Because we gotta, because now it's like, okay, now you're trying me. Now you're on some bullshit. You know, all right. So in my mind, I was like, all right, I made the conscious decision that I'm gonna snuff this nigga at this point.
No, what's up?
Oh, you gonna do that?
Yeah.
So you said, what's up? I was like, all right.
Oh, that won't be good, man. That won't be good, bro.
I'm hammered, Tito.
That won't be good. That won't.
As soon as he said that shit, I got up. I was like, all right, nigga, I'm about to fuck you up. Like, I'm dead ass, bro. Like,
that won't be good.
And this nigga grabbed, came in. But, bro, because here's the thing, guys. You got to, like, make a decision. It's fight or flight, right? So, at that point, when he said that dumb shit, I was like, all right, man, I got to fucking give this nigga a lesson, bro. So, see, on some tough guy shit, bro. Like,
for those that are wondering, he's about 5'6". He's about 5'6". On some nigga shit, man. Bro, this is crazy. It's funny. It confirms all the stereotypes. Comes in, starts chimping out, starts acting.
Some nigga says security saved my life. Shut the fuck up, Don Corleone. You're a retard too, bro. You a fucking dumbass, bro. Some of y'all niggas are dumb.
Crazy. Having a good discussion.
Niggas saying I got saved. Bro, you guys think this guy's a fucking threat, this dumbass over here?
Debate on higher IQ shit. This dude immediately makes it about black women, starts simping. Crazy. It's crazy, bro. Hey, man. This what, bro.
This Don Corleone nigga is a bitch in the Rumble chat, bro. Like, bro, I don't fucking fuck with you, bro. Honestly, like you talk shit in the chat all the fucking time. I don't fuck with you, honestly. I really don't, bro. Like you over here always talking shit on some bullshit, bro. Myron, don't get mad, bro. Fuck you, man. Honestly, fuck you. Like, bro, like. I'm over here giving you guys a play-by-play of what was going on in my mind. This dumbass nigga go say, oh, bro, you got saved by your security. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. People be on some bullshit, man. Like, it's comedy, man.
Nigga, oh, now it's a joke. Now you say, oh, you can't take jokes. Fuck out of here, nigga. That wasn't a joke. You were dead ass on some bullshit until I called your dumb ass out. You always in here taking, like, little shots in the Rumble chat. Like, bro, and honestly, like, idiots like you will make it where, like, I'll just stop looking at the Rumble chat. And then everybody's got to suffer because your dumb monkey ass want to say some stupid shit. Like, not even valid critiques, nothing. You can really get, your security saved you, nigga. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up.
He even said himself, bro. These bitch ass niggas, bro. Holy, man.
Holy shit, man.
Well, I'll tell you this. That when they say, oh, you never talk to a man like that, there you go. There's your clip, niggas. Never say some bullshit about, he got a friend castle just now. He got a street castle. It's an E for everybody, bro. It's fucking stupid ass guys, bro. Clowns, man. Okay. Yeah, what's up? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I 100% agree.
Was I my ass off when Brick Ross came in trying to throw drinks? Actually, a dumbass simp. I could see him getting out of breath just talking to you. Yeah, bro. Like, niggas smoking a cigar and shit like that. Like, bro, come on. The dude's not combat ready. You know? I got my fucking boots on, a t-shirt, bro. Like, man, I was ready, man. Like, the niggas be on some bullshit. And you guys already know I'm always like, you know, I always got the thing on me. So I was like, bro, I'm not worried about any of these bitch-ass niggas, man. Dude could barely probably run. He smokes cigars, man. drinking alcohol, just smoking cigars with his fucking baggy ass Timbs and shit, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, what the hell do you guys think is gonna happen to this guy? But anyway, yeah, that dude is retarded. And then let's see here. I'll go to the other one, the other retard that was dumbass. Where did he go? Where was it? The part 2? Yeah, I think the longer one right here. Let's see.
Is making sure that you find.
Oh yeah, timestamps are up, by the way, ninjas. Timestamps are up for you guys.
$400 is too much money, but I can do it. I can do it myself. Then do it your fucking self. Stop having friends out here that got you doing whole shit. Then you lose your phone, and then what happens to put some elbow grease and.
But you're not qualified. So
This dude is such a retard, by the way. I don't even know what the hell's going on here.
what? Explain. Elaborate.
So which one is it? Is it I'm qualified or I'm not?
Let's go back 5 years.
Uh-huh.
You were a regular guy.
Yep.
A regular guy.
Uh-huh.
When social media happened, you blew up. You monetized it. You did great.
Yep.
Who the fuck are you to lecture people how to make money? You never made money. Like, for me, I made money before social media.
Uh-huh.
I can lecture people that. You're not qualified. You talk about Israel like you're as if like you work for the military. Do you work for the military? You have information we don't have?
Well, you don't have to work for the military to be aware of what's going on with,
No,
you know,
let's
geopolitical
go back to the
conflicts.
qualifications. Go back to the qualifications.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you qualified to tell people how to make money, how to make women? You never got women.
Okay.
You were that weird-looking guy in the corner.
Sure.
It's not
Okay.
sure. It's a fact.
No, it's not.
It's a fact. I can prove it. It's a fact.
You actually can't, but that's fine.
You don't want me? I will prove it that you were nothing 5 years ago.
Okay. So first and foremost,
I mean, I think that lends more credence that I built something. Like, what the fuck? And this guy, this guy's a fucking retard, bro. Like, this is why, bro, I'll keep it 1,000 with you guys. Like, this is why I don't like Fresh as friends, man. Like, and I get it, Fresh Network, so, like, he's got to deal with, he rubs elbows with idiots like this. But, bro, Miami's filled with retards like this, by the way. FYI. Just to let you guys know. There's a lot of stupid niggas in Miami just like this that are weird. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just weird. Like, I didn't say anything to this guy. I never started anything with him. I don't know why he came at me this way. I don't know him. I've never really spoken a word to him before. Like, he's just a weirdo. I think one time he, like, tried to start a conversation with me, and I was like, bro, do I know you? I don't know who you are. And I literally don't know who he is. And I think that just got him pissed off one time. Like, I was out, like, walking Frank, and he, like, came up behind me and tried to start a conversation. I was like, do I know you or whatever? And I guess he must have gotten insulted by that. That's why I think. Because that's the only thing in my head that I could think why he's behaving this way. This is why. No, this guy's not one of them boys, chat. He's not. At least I don't think so.
Yeah, I was a special agent with Homeland Security Investigations for almost a decade. And when I was doing that job, I was earning about $130,000 per year. That puts me in the top 10, 15%. You might say that that's not necessarily that much money, but for me it was fine because I'm a minimalist. It's interesting that you say I wasn't getting girls back then because in reality, I actually got more women back then than I do now. No, I'm telling you, I used to get women more.
You're saying that
back
now,
then.
but you said it before you did it.
Okay, can I?
Yeah, I don't even know where he got that from. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Address your points.
Go ahead.
So number one, I had a very good career, very proud of it. I served my country. That's number one. Number two, was doing pretty well, minimalist, $130K per year doing that job, fine. Then also, since I had a regular job, I had more free time than I do now. So I was out dealing with women a lot more than I do now. So if it's actually the contract.
Guys, Fresh isn't going to stab me in the back. I don't know this nigga. I'm just telling you that he's from Fresh's. Look, bro. Guys, you got to understand. To network, you got to be around niggas that you don't like sometimes. Fresh has a very good ability to be around insufferable idiots like this. I can't do that shit. As you guys can see, when I don't like people, I just say it. Like, I can't be around people I dislike, all right? Like, I can't hide it. Fresh is able to maneuver and hang out with people he doesn't like. I can't do that shit. So it's a skill set that he has. Now, obviously, he ends up with retards like this nigga right here. But, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I used to get more girls back then, and I had the benefit of anonymity because I wasn't an internet person where I have a very controversial stance on a lot of different topics. My fame has actually not helped me with getting women. It's actually hurt me. Okay. So I actually used to do better before when I first moved.
Yeah, and this fucking retard doesn't get it. That like having the kind of clout that we got is not good, bro. That shit hurts, man. Bro, you guys know how many girls have like flaked on dates because they'll like look me up and be like, "Oh, I know who you are. I'm good." Bro, I've lost way more girls than I've gained. By far. I used to get more chicks when I was on the job, bro.
Here,
way more.
When I was working on the job, because I was able to use that anonymity to my benefit. Also, women like guys that work in law enforcement, etc. Shows a lot of characteristics that make you attractive.
You got all the women.
So now the other thing too that you're talking about with teaching people how to I'm not qualified or whatever.
Let me explain. Let me elaborate. You said you made $130,000 a year.
Working that job, yes.
Then you turn around, you monetize social media, and you did very well. I give you props. You did very, very well. But who are you to lecture regular people how to make money when you never made money besides social media?
What the fuck?
So again,
you should be saying, you should have a sign that says, this is how you monetize social media. Not, because you're not qualified to speak about anything. Women in the kitchen, it's all for, you want to milk everyone for views. This is a stupid subject.
You make no sense, because on one end you're saying, first you're saying, look, you don't understand. First you're saying, you're not qualified to give advice. Now you're saying, oh, well, you should teach people how to monetize. Which one is it?
You should teach people how to monetize social media because that's all you earn and that's all you're good at.
Oh, yeah.
You should not
Sarah is doing complex
people on anything. Is the microphone dead?
Because it cut out.
You're not qualified. What happened?
Yeah, anyway, while the audio's cut out, yeah, bro, we're gonna fix this next time. I was really not happy about this. But yeah, bro, like you guys are seeing, like, this is a lot of men, bro. This is a lot of men in America. Like, I think to myself, okay, like, you know, we're waking guys up slowly, and then I go ahead and I do a show like this, and I'm like, holy fuck, man. Holy shit, we're cooked. You know, like dudes just are retarded. You know, so it's... And one end I'm like, yeah, we're good, man. Like, niggas are waking up. And then I see more and more that these dudes are fucking retard. And I remember, like, because I had never been on when this guy was, like, doing the fresh start bullshit. I remember that you guys were saying, like, this dude is annoying and stupid. Now I see why y'all niggas were annoyed by him. Now it makes sense. Because I never understood why so many of you guys dislike this guy. But then now it makes sense, bro. Now it really makes sense why y'all, like, were like, man, fuck this nigga, get him out of here. So, it's, yeah, bro, it's fucking nuts, man. It really is nuts how stupid niggas are, man. But this is a lot of guys, man. So, bro, just annoying as hell, man. Super, super annoying. Here, let me fast forward this shit a little bit.
All right, you can hear me. So, like I said, you should be teaching a class how to monetize social media because that's all you're qualified to do. You shouldn't be lecturing people on the government, on women.
I used to work for the government.
I'm talking about events that are occurring in Iran, Israel, in Ukraine, Russia. You act as if like you're part of the military. Is there something we should know?
You don't have
like a military general?
You don't have to work for the military to understand geopolitical affairs and conflicts.
You tell people things. You don't say. You tell.
Yeah.
You don't say this is
I
what
tell
I
the
think.
truth.
You don't say I think.
This dude's a fucking, oh my God, bro.
This, I think that. You tell people what it is, but you're not qualified to. I'm calling a spade a spade.
You make zero sense. You realize that, right?
I make no sense?
You make no sense, yeah.
And you're not qualified to speak on the subject?
No, because I would argue...
5 years ago, you had nothing. So you should teach everyone how to make money, monetize social media. You can't teach people how to make money other ways. You have a course. You tell people how to make money. Who the fuck are you to tell people to make money?
Someone that's way more, someone that's far more famous than you are. Nobody knows who you are for obvious reasons.
I have more money than you. I don't care about
You probably don't actually, but that's fine.
Okay.
We can
Everyone
let you,
look up Johnny Roof on Google.
Because here's the thing, I've been very, I'm actually transparent about my finances.
Your partner who has more money. Your partner knows. That's fresh.
Again, buddy, you're coming in here, talking to me on my channel, saying that I'm not qualified when you've been on my show and no one knows who you are. And here's the other thing too.
That doesn't answer the question.
My resume, I've done a lot, okay? I've served this country. I put my life on the line to protect the Constitution. I've arrested terrorists, human smugglers, all types of shit, pedophiles. I've done it all. Then I transitioned into a fitness business, which I was able to bring into another six-figure income. Then I started a podcast, which became wildly successful, made me a multimillionaire. Then I control a bunch of real estate in multiple states. So you can sit here and say, oh, you can't monetize or you're not qualified. I'm actually very qualified because I was a regular guy and I was able to turn myself into a millionaire versus you. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody cares who you are. And quite frankly, you're not qualified to talk about anything.
Here's the
difference. So with that said, there's a reason why you're talking on my channel, not the other way around.
Here's the difference.
Clearly, you're jaded about something and you have a personal vendetta.
Myron, let me finish.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking problem with me. So I had to like put him in his place real quick. Like, bro, this nigga, who are you? And you're fat too. Like,
personal vendetta.
Bro.
Let me finish.
The reality is,
Myron,
people know who I am.
Myron.
Nobody knows or gives a
Myron,
fuck who
no
you
one
are.
cares about who you are.
You're here. You clearly do. What the fuck are you talking about?
Myron,
Get the fuck
listen.
out of here. Get this guy out of here,
Listen,
man.
you're 35.
Get this guy out of here.
I've been a millionaire for the last 15 years.
Nobody gives a
and
fuck
I'm
what
your
you gotta
age.
say. You're pissed off because I didn't want to talk to you on the street. Get the fuck up out
On
of
the
here.
street?
You're a fucking nobody. You're a fucking nobody. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. This fucking guy.
Yeah, bro. Dude's a retard, bro.
He's fucking mad because I didn't want to say hi to him one time on the street.
That's what I think it was. Honestly, guys, because the way he came at me, I'm like, bro, like, chat, he was there for like 20, 30 minutes on the side, by the way, talking to Icy. And then out of nowhere, he did this bullshit, bro. Yo. Ridiculous, man. Like, fucking so annoying. Chat, look. Bro. Man, holy shit, man. These niggas are retarded, bro. Anyway, let's keep going.
He's coming in here saying, yeah, you did, man. Shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing, bro. I fear no man, bro. Like, these bitch-ass niggas, man. Like, none of these dudes would ever step up to me like this in real life. Like, he's seen me a million times out in Brickell and don't say shit, bro. Now they want to get tough and say this other shit, bro. Like, man, it's so annoying. Like, because when people try you like that, it's very fucking frustrating and annoying. Because, you know they're trying to do it for clicks, right? So, and the guy's like 5'5", bro. Like 5'5", beer gut and shit, titties, with his bitch-ass little dog. Like, bruh. Anyway. Niggas are annoying, bro. Niggas are annoying.
It's a fucking retard, bro. He's a fucking drunken retard, too.
Yeah, he's always drunk, this guy. FYI.
Anyway. Who's up next? Dude's a fucking clown.
Try to talk to Myron.
Well, I thought I'm a nobody. Why do you want to talk to me? Yo, it's fucking hilarious how.
All right, man. Quick word from our sponsor, niggas. We got this exclusive community for you guys where we could talk about the stuff that we want to talk about. The O/Squad, aka the OSS, is finally here. But without further ado, guys, you're going to get a bunch of perks from joining. Number one, you're going to be able to call into the show when I have call-in sections on the debrief. I'm going to be talking to the OSS members only on there. Also, you guys are going to get discounts on merch and exclusive drops that only OSS members have access to. On top of that, we're going to do one annual meetup completely free on 420 once a year right here in Miami. And then on top of that, whenever I travel, I'm going to let you guys know with the Telegram chat so you can go ahead and do a meetup there because you're an OSS member. My goal here, guys, is to have you guys be able to support the mission without breaking the bank. We're going to keep membership dues low. You're obviously going to get discounts with annual codes and all types of opportunities to get a better price point. This is basically going to be done so we can continue doing what we're doing, expand the debrief, expand the O/Squad, and be able to have the independence, quite frankly, that is very tough to come by nowadays in a pro-censorship regime.
Oh, you're a nobody.
Bam ninjas. So yeah, guys, join OSS, man. It's joinoss.locals.com or joinoss.us. That is the link pinned at the top and top of the description, guys, so you guys can jump in. Let's get to 2,000, man. The goal is to get to 2,000 and then eventually get to 10,000. And once we get to 10,000, bro, we can literally, like when idiots like that dumb monkey from before said, you demonetized. We can tell them, well, we got 10,000 strong, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Go suck a dick, right? So we can go ahead and shit on these niggas, man. So, that's how we do it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more of these things. I'm going to be going out. I talked with Sean earlier. I think we're going to be doing University of Florida is the next school. Let me actually double check the thing. Also, I think I'm going to be up in Tampa, guys. Also, I think I'm going to go up there for the Turning Point USA event. So, and I think July 18th. Yeah, so I think we're going to do, so Penn State, Friday, September 26th. I'm going to be there with Tim Pool, Alex Stein, and yeah, this is awesome. I'm now telling them. Okay, so I'm talking to Sean right now, telling him. And then I think I might have Sean here July 18th, so that'll be good. Then he said thinks he could do July 4th. But yeah, maybe we could do July 4th. Because then we can launch everything too. Okay. All right, let me, so yeah, guys, jump in, $4 to join. Let's read some of these chats. Whitgo says, give this nigga some money and guaranteed he'd move out his black neighborhood and start dating white chicks before the week is out. Bro, I'm telling you, man. These niggas be capped. Kitty says, all hail Slave Master Myron. Save all these niggas so much from the Oz. Okay, niggas Groiper, / appreciate that. Free World says, security saved that fat monkey. Facts. Pure says, low-key want to see a boxing stream where Myron hits the gym, sparring skills, drills work, could be fire content. Yeah, maybe. I do have some shit. I got a lot of clips, guys. I just didn't put it out. Top G. The drunk guy reminds me of Douglas Murray questioning Dave Smith. Yeah, bro. Idiots. Tell your moronic mods to unmute me on Rumble. Did nothing wrong. Take notes, mods. Q Animals, I don't know what your Rumble account is. And if they didn't mute you, you probably did some dumb shit. I'll be honest with you, bro. The mods kind of let all you guys rock. So if you get censored on Rumble, bro, you probably did some dumb shit.
Blah, blah, blah. It's like, which one am I? Or you want to talk to?
Shout out to Noodle with the gifted sub, bro. Appreciate you.
Be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, bro?
All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and actually, no, let me do a poll here on YouTube. All right, poll up on YouTube, ninjas. Let's go ahead. We'll go back to the let's see here. See the latest news. What's going on here? Oh, Bezos got married? This nigga's cooked. That nigga's cooked, bro. Diddy's going to prison? Yeah, I think he is too. I think he's cooked. They don't have to, guys, they don't have to find much to air fry him, bro. So, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, did y'all see the debate? Did y'all see the debate with what's it called? With Dave Smith? Here, let's go to Piers Morgan real quick. This nigga air fried this chick, bro. Oh, we didn't get to finish the Scott Ritter debate either. Okay, let me get the Scott Ritter one going up. Let me get the Scott Ritter on the Mario Newfall joint.
You talked about the threat that Israel was under. You spoke about Hamas. I think many people, including myself, would say that it came out of the blue. There's a lot of people that feel that Israel has behaved egregiously against the Palestinian people over time, that Gaza was occupied territory. So there's several interpretations about what happened October 7th, Hezbollah and all this. But be that as it may, I did spend a lot of time in the United Nations. You know what doesn't change over time, Jonathan? International law. And the Charter of the United Nations, especially the requirements under Article 2, Paragraph 4, Israel, you can't sit there and claim that Iran poses an existential threat and not make the case before the United Nations. You can't launch an attack without doing the due process, because therefore you have...
King of Lord says, yeah, that channel has 10 million subs. The episode is called Is Feminism Creating Lonely, Broken, Sexless Men on YouTube. The host is huge. It already has 10 million views, bro. Check it out. Let me see here. I don't think I'm going to stay on stream too long, guys, because I didn't plan on coming on. Is feminism creating... Let's see. Is this it? Yeah, this got to be it. No, this... Yeah, this is it. Bro, this doesn't have 10 million. That has 1 million views, you mean? Doesn't have 10 million. You're talking about... Yeah, he has 10 million subscribers, but he has 1 million views. This is from
money and material.
2 hours ago. Yeah, this dude would never... Yeah. Bro, this nigga... I can already tell this is a very politically correct YouTube channel, bro. This nigga would never have somebody like me on, man.
Committed an illegal act of aggression, which makes you war criminals by definition. If you're going to say Iran is a threat, then you have to speak about the imminence of that threat. And there's no way you can make a cognizable argument about the imminent threat of Iran's nuclear program at a time when it was under full monitoring from the IAEA. The IAEA itself says there's no evidence of a nuclear weapons program, and the United States was engaged in negotiations to resolve these issues. You can't say they were a threat worthy of a surprise attack.
So let me address that, and I think that's an important point. I spent some time at the UN as well. I served there 3 years on behalf of my country in peacekeeping operations, and I got an insider's view, the belly of the beast from an Israeli perspective, at exactly how corrupt and how abysmal that organization is. I wouldn't say it with pride that I was part of the UN, and I would challenge.
Yeah, that's because the UN constantly admonishes Israel for breaking the law, because they fucking do.
The wisdom for anybody else to say that I served at the UN, especially in some parts of it, but I'll leave that aside. I think you address an important topic of legality, and yes, technically that may be so. I have some medium knowledge of international law, and maybe according to procedure, etc., you could make that case. I know who is making that case, the Iranians. But I think it's interesting to see that Israel as a country, which is used to being at the receiving end of almost non-stop condemnations from countries around the world for what—
Because you kill innocent people, bro, that's why.
Doesn't do, whether it is against Hamas or Hezbollah or Iranians or Palestinians or whatever. We're used to being condemned for a lot of things, but what I found interesting was that when Israel struck on June 13, the French, the Germans, the Brits, the Americans, and quite a lot of other countries, Arabs included, actually didn't invoke that kind of rhetoric and didn't, do the let's be sticklers for details here and let's do procedures through the Security Council. And I think that's interesting, and I think it's telling, because that is the understanding of so many countries around the world and in the region, that the Islamic Republic was a threat not only to Israel, first and foremost to Israel, but to regional stability, and they were a global menace. Missiles that the Iranians still have, unfortunately, but they had many more of them, are capable of reaching Europe. And I'm sure that they would have been capable of developing weapons that would reach—
okay. Foreskin Finagler says Myron confirmed this dude is one of them boys.
Continental US as well.
Really?
Had it not been for what Israel did now and the damage that Israel inflicted on their missile industry. And another thing that I think is important, we speak about the UN Security Council and legality of actions. I think and this is a bit of it goes beyond.
Oh, now this all makes sense, bro. Now this all makes fucking sense. Wow. Okay. This retard had tried to message me on both Twitter and on Instagram before, and I always ignored him. Now it makes sense, bro. Wow. I didn't recognize him because he photoshops his photos, this guy. Damn, he is one of them. He is one of them. Okay, now it all makes sense, bro. Yo, this nigga's been trying to talk to me on fucking Twitter and shit like that for like over a year, chat. Like over a year. And now it makes sense. Wow, because I'm looking at this profile picture that y'all gave me. I don't even want to show this nigga's bitch-ass profile in here. But okay, now, wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. All right. So fucking interesting, man. That is fucking hilarious, man. Incredible.
Beyond the scope of our discussion, but I think it's really important.
Now I know why this nigga's so bad, bro. Because this guy's commented on my shit on X, and he's commented on my shit on Instagram. He like DM me on one of my old accounts saying like, let's do a collab or come on my pod or some shit like that. And I always ignored him because he doesn't have a follow. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? And he's like tried to challenge some of my views when I'm critical of Israel. Now it makes sense, man. Bro, it's because his profile picture on social media doesn't look like him in real life. Like he made his picture thinner. Like he made his face thinner. But he really has a fat ass face. Like as you guys can see from the thing, because he drinks too much. Now it makes sense, bro. Wow. Incredible, bro. This is jealousy at its highest level. No wonder. Okay.
Important.
Now it makes sense,
I don't know when really the last time that anything meaningful came out of a Security Council discussion when it wasn't vetoed by any of the 5 permanent members, and when the UN took a step, UN as an organization that took a step forward that really alleviated suffering or helped or
this is a perfect example of a guy that like wants to be famous but isn't, and he's pissed off about it. Like that's the perfect way I could put this, guys. Like there's a lot of niggas like this, bro, that like they make some money and they want to be famous and they're not. You know? That's fucking funny, bruh. This nigga's just a clout chaser. He's posting videos of himself talking to Neon and Ashton Hall and Jack Doherty. This nigga wants to be famous, bro, but he's not. This is funny, bro. Why the fuck? And then look, he posted literally 8 minutes ago saying, oh, Myron Gaines isn't qualified to talk about whatever. Bro, no fucking likes, no comments on that shit, man. That's funny, man. Now it makes sense. Now it all makes sense, bro. Why the fuck did Fresh let this nigga on our shit, bro? Now I'm pissed. Why did Fresh let this fucking dumbass on our shit, bro? Holy shit, man. Now I'm connecting it, guys. I'm like fucking... Bro. Now I know who this nigga is, man. Bro, this dude's been messaging me for years, man. Holy shit, bro.
Untangled some kind of sensitive political situation. I've been following UN peacekeeping for a long time. I've been listening to the Security Council and monitoring things there. I say this with significant sadness. I wish the state of affairs was different when it comes to the UN. I think it has lost much, if not all, of its legitimacy. As an Israeli, when I look at anything that has the 2 letters UN in front of it, the level of skepticism towards whatever it is that the people or anybody that is part of that organization is.
Yeah, no, he is a clout fiend, man. I didn't like, bro, I didn't know who this nigga was, man, until just now. That's funny, man. Now it all makes sense, bro. No, I mean, no, Fresh didn't set me up, bro. Like I just, like, Fresh didn't know that this nigga was gonna show up and be on some bullshit. Like, it's not Fresh's fault. I'm just like, you shouldn't have let this guy on our shit at all. Like, this nigga's a clout fiend, man. Talking about, oh yeah, you don't, like he's over here making incoherent arguments saying like, oh, you never made money before, so you should just be teaching guys how to make money on social media. I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? Drunken retard.
Saying is tremendously high. And I don't think that I'm the only one. I think that many, many Americans.
And then it's funny because Bills told me behind the scenes that this dude had like talked to him and said that he wants to go viral. So it's like crazy to me how like niggas want to become famous so bad and they'll do anything to do it. Like they'll do anything to fucking do it, bro. You know what I mean? Do bullshit like that. So, it's fucking comedy, bro. These niggas want to be famous so bad, man. That's wild.
Have the same sense of hostility and disgust and contempt.
Thank you, King of Lords, for the gift of sub. Appreciate you, bro.
For various UN programs, resolutions, the General Assembly, Security Council, and the various entities on the ground, like UNRWA, the United Nations Relief and Work Agency that is in the Middle East, that in my mind is just a travesty of an organization that eternalizes suffering. And I think that even though this isn't the topic of the conversation, and I'll end with...
shout out to La Santa Really Dead. I think you subscribed. King of Lords, nope. Poppin' 7, I read that one. Okay, I saw a debate with Dave Smith and said thank God for the ceasefire, and she had a face of disgust. Both sides are so mad, yeah. Ironically enough, the email psychiatrist had a lot of talking points. You should react to it. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Maybe we'll look at it after. Yeah, so yeah, he is one of them boys. That makes sense, bro. So the nigga's mad because I didn't respond to his shit, and he's one of them boys. So now it makes perfect sense. Everything is coming full circle now, man. I had no fucking clue, bro.
With this,
guys, Fresh didn't sneak attack me, bro. Fresh wasn't even there, nigga. Like, how the fuck is he supposed to know this retard is gonna come in and do that dumb shit? It's not on Fresh, bro. Okay, guys, come on, man. What are your thoughts on the supreme leader of Iran in general? Is he really bad as the media portrays him, or is that what they want the world to think of him? Yeah, bro, that's what the world wants to think of him. Like, they're within their right to defend themselves, bro. Israel attacked them first. You know? No, Fresh doesn't show him, bro. Fresh knows him, but Fresh doesn't show him.
I think that there's a real room to do significant an overhaul of the UN because it is simply not working, not serving its purpose, and doing a tremendous disservice and not uplifting its charter.
So, gentlemen, I want to move to a separate point, and that's the nuclear facility. Scott, you mentioned that there's been reports that 300,000, 400,000 kilograms of enriched uranium was smuggled out of the, how much? 40,000, sorry, 40,000.
400 kilograms.
400 kilos.
Yeah.
400 kilograms.
Yeah. Sorry, 400 kilograms of enriched uranium was smuggled out of the facilities. Now, that hasn't been confirmed. I'm not sure who reported that, but I know there's been reports that they were not able to account for that enriched uranium. Does that essentially...
And that is a big reason why it's a failure. So, guys, earlier I gave my position, right, on the whole conflict, right? And let's just go ahead and deal with the elephant in the room. We failed. Absolutely, this entire situation with dealing with Iran and Israel was a failure. The purpose was to kind of give Trump the credit where he can come in, destroy the nuclear program, force Iran to the table of negotiation so that they could basically come to another nuclear deal very similar to what Obama orchestrated back in 2015 that he pulled out of in 2018. And the goal was hopefully if we destroy and eradicate their nuclear program, that would remove the last piece of leverage that they have in the negotiations. But what he didn't realize was basically the Iranians knew that the attack was going to come, and they knew that more than likely the United States was going to go ahead and target Fordo and target, their nuclear program. So what they intelligently did was, number one, they moved the uranium. Number two, guarantee you they have clandestine operations all across the country. Iran's a vast country, guys. So I would not be surprised if they don't have other facilities where they're refining the uranium. Or worse yet, they have it in another country where the United States has absolutely no ability to stop it whatsoever. And worse yet, what the United States doesn't realize is by you destroying their nuclear program, by you attacking them, trying to destroy their nuclear program, all you've done now is you've justified them needing the nuclear weapons even more so. So what's going to happen now is they're 100% going to race towards a nuclear weapon. They're going to make sure they get that nuclear weapon. And when they do get it, they're going to use it as a deterrent because at this point, they understand that they are going to be toppled if they don't have a nuclear bomb. And make no mistake about it, guys, the reason why this is a monumental failure is because the United States and Israel was not able to do what they wanted to do, which is what? Affect regime change. So since they weren't able to affect regime change, that regime is still in power, and that regime is going to go ahead and continue to refine uranium, and now they're going to be 100% engaged to make sure they get it. They're going to kick the IAEA inspectors out, which they've already done, and they're going to begin enriching like crazy, okay? So that's the problem here. The United States and Israel tried to decapitate not just their nuclear program, but also destroy their regime. They didn't do either. So this was a monumental failure for both the United States and for Israel. And since Iran, all they had to do was avoid being destroyed. And they were able to do that. With two of the world's biggest superpowers attacking them, they were able to retain their nuclear program, retain some of their air defense, still retain their ballistic missile program. This was a monumental failure. So don't let Fox News or these other idiots try to sit there and tell you, oh yeah, bro, it was a massive success. Trump is the peacemaker. He destroyed their nuclear program and now they got to come to the table. No, they're not going to come to the table. And even if they do, it's going to be to feign diplomacy just like the United States did to them. So this was a massive, colossal fucking failure. They've been watching this thing since 2009, as you guys saw from the press conference. And quite frankly, 15 years down the fucking drain because they didn't even really destroy the nuclear program. And even if they did, it doesn't matter because the regime is still in power that wants the nuclear weapon. They have the scientists, they have the nuclear capability, they've mastered the fucking centrifuge cycle and enriching uranium. They understand how to enrich plutonium through nuclear reactors. So it's cooked. This is an L for the United States. L for us, right? Complete L. And we risk going to war by doing this dumb shit. Now, Trump did this because he thought he would be able to end the war and get a Nobel Peace Prize, but that's not what's going to happen here. Okay? So all that's going to happen is there's going to be a temporary ceasefire. Israel is going to break the ceasefire at some point. Hell, maybe even Iran will break it, and they're going to go back into conflict. All this is a temporary moment where both parties can kind of recollect. Israel can start rebuilding Tel Aviv. Iran can start moving military officers up that were to replace the ones that were killed, get some new nuclear scientists, rebuild their air defenses, etc. Rebuild Tehran, rebuild their military bases, because Iran obviously suffered some significant damage to their country and their infrastructure, as well as from a military perspective. But Don't let Israel fool you. They also suffered a significant amount of damage as well. You know, this is a country, guys, that had never been attacked ever, right? Israel hadn't had attacks on Tel Aviv. I can't even remember in recent history when they've actually had like real viable attacks where missiles are coming in and they're actually getting real damage. Yeah, rockets come in here and there, they destroy something here and there, but we're talking about tangible, real fucking damage. Like they got hit with hypersonic missiles and real destructive weapons. So Iran hit them really fucking hard. Even Donald Trump himself at the NATO summit admitted that they were getting fucked up on the last day, because when they all launched their last barrage, when Iran lost its last barrage, they hit them with a pretty strong hit. So, you know, look, the objective was to, number one, destroy the nuclear program. Number two, regime change. Now, they're not going to admit on TV that they want regime change, but they effectively failed on both fronts. That's what it is, bro. Big L. Big fucking L on that one. No rapper.
If that's true, number one, and Jonathan, maybe you could comment on whether this is true and what Israeli intelligence has pointed towards. And if it is true, wouldn't that mean that the operation was essentially a failure, considering this is the main objective of Israel?
Do you agree with Tate that some of this is war games? Yeah, for sure. Some of it. Some of it.
Is this to me or to Jonathan?
Jonathan, just regarding in the Israeli stance from an Israeli intelligence perspective.
Okay. So I think that's a pretty straightforward, even with, you know, the necessary caution of, as Scott said correctly in the beginning, we don't know. For credible.
Okay, Abu Ace again says, word on is the street is after Iran, them noses want to go after Pakistan next. I don't think that is going to be as easy as they think. Yeah, the thing is that Pakistan has a nuclear bomb. So since Pakistan has a nuclear bomb, Israel's going to act a lot more accordingly. In a perfect world, the entire Arab nation should unite and all become their own allies. They could thrive so much. Sally, that will never happen. Them boys ruin everything. Absolutely, bro. They've turned them against each other. They cucked Egypt. They cucked Jordan. They cucked the Gulf states, right? And here's the thing: the Arab world did want to unite against Israel at one point. Nasser, the former president of Egypt, wanted to create like a pan-Arab like league, but they killed him, and they got him out of power. So that's what ended up happening. Ali Shah with the $100 super chat. Thank you so much, bro. He says, hello, I'm 20 years old, millionaire from Ukraine. I have completely legal business, but I started to be pressed by serious people from my city under the pretext that I have too much for 20 years. And need to share. What can I do? I can't leave the country because of war. Okay. So this is a very unique problem. Now they're trying to extort you. Bro, you got to protect yourself. Whatever you do, don't give them money, because what's going to happen is they're going to start bullying you and asking for more, and they're going to extort you, bro. So you need to get security, and you got to defend yourself, bro. You got to protect yourself, because once you start paying these niggas, bro, it's more than likely it's organized crime. Ukraine does have a lot of mafias. Once you start paying them, bro, they're going to start trying to get more money from you, and they're going to start trying to extort you. So you got to move smart and get security, bro. Got to move smart and get security.
Information to emerge from a battlefield, from a war zone. We need time. We need people on the ground. We need independent verification. That's difficult to get by in a country like Iran, an oppressive society that obfuscates and is not transparent. So it's going to take time. But of course, Israel and other countries, the US, are very busy applying a lot of attention, different sensors into finding out exactly what happened at Fordo, at Natanz, at Isfahan, Arak, Tibriz, many other places. And the issue here of the so-called missing enriched material is, of course, one of those action items or the intelligence requirements that are pretty high up on the list. Let's say, for discussion's sake, that what Rossi, the chairman of the Atomic Agency, commented on, that we currently are not aware of the whereabouts. I think that was his wording. Let's say that that is indeed the case, and that Israel doesn't know and the US doesn't know where it is, even though both Israeli and US officials have indicated that the assessment is that the material, most of the material, was in Fordo, and that the Iranians stashed it there because they believed it was safe there and the place was impenetrable and they were not able to get it out. What supports that assessment is the fact that Israel struck Fordo with quite a significant salvo after the American strike on the location, and Israel focused its strikes on the entrance and exit points to the location, perhaps indicating that Israel wanted to make sure that nobody would be able to excavate in and out and extract material from there. But let's say that the Iranians were able to sneak away the material, and that Israel, which I think demonstrated pretty compelling intel capabilities in this strike, but let's say...
Also, guys, I might do some gaming with Chris. Let me see what this nigga's doing. Let me see if he's on. Because I also got a whole other setup here, as you guys can look. I got another mic and everything here. So, you know, that's what I'm going to be using for my gaming right here. So I got a whole other mic set up as well. So when I'm on Discord and stuff like that, you guys, they don't hear echoes and all that other bullshit. So now I could do Discord interviews without sound issues like we did last time, as you guys remember when I was on with Cheezer and them. So yeah, man, you know, point back into the program, guys. You guys know, man, you guys can see I'm going hard in the paint. I'm really trying to make this shit the best broadcast ever. I apologize. The reason why I want to get on too, guys, after I did the debate earlier is because, you know, I wasn't happy with the fucking power going out and shit. So we're going to buy new generators. We're buying 3 generators. We're going to get some new modems, and we're going to make sure that that shit doesn't happen again, man. So we're just trying to fucking, you know, improve shit, man. Let me see where Chris is real quick. Let me see if Chris is on. We'll move everybody over to Kick. But I'm not going to game right now. I'll stay on for like a little bit longer. We got 2 hours now on YouTube. Like maybe at like 2.5 hours or everything like that. We'll shift over to Kick, and I'll actually start reacting to this feminism thing.
Israel missed that, even though it's, you know, very high up on the priorities list. But let's say that Israel missed it. Let's say that Israel doesn't know. In order to have for that to be meaningful, then Iran needs to have a significant, large amount of advanced centrifuges to be able to turn that into something that can be used, and most importantly...
Well, we already know that they stopped talking about their centrifuges, and they stopped having these inspectors come in right around 2021 from what Scott said. So it's very possible that they have centrifuges.
They need to have the conversion facility at Isfahan that converts it from one state to another state, whether it's from metal to gas or from gas to metal. But the conversion state is absolutely crucial. I think there's no discussion that Isfahan's and Natanz were destroyed, obliterated. In this sense, I think it's pretty clear. Maybe Scott has a different perspective, but I think that's pretty clear. Above ground, and the infrastructure was destroyed. So whether or not there's missing material, that's open for debate, and we'll wait for final information about it, or more trustworthy information about it. But even if they have it, what will they do with it if they don't have the conversion facility that is absolutely crucial, physically crucial, in order to turn it into something that can be used as part of a nuclear weapon?
Scott, you were pretty critical of that assessment, and that was before the leak that came out from the Defense Intelligence Agency, or alleged leak, that said that the centrifuges are largely intact. Also, that enriched uranium, 400 kilograms, it didn't mention a number, was moved out of the sites prior to the US strikes. Back then, we saw that footage of the trucks that were at, I think it was Fordo at the time, before the US strike. And that leak, according to the intelligence arm, alleges that the US only set back Iran only by a few months. So maybe expand on that leak and your take on the response from the White House, Pete Hegseth and Trump, who vehemently disagreed and said that the nuclear facilities were completely destroyed or obliterated.
Well, first of all, we don't know what the standard of facility destruction is, meaning, you know, what standard is the president referring to? But completely obliterated in the plain English means totally eliminated. So if there is structural integrity below ground, the 2 enrichment halls remain intact, and the centrifuge cascades that were installed there remain operable once power is brought back up, then I think that's sort of contraindicative to the term obliterated. We don't know what the status is of the material inside. And my problem is when the president makes a statement like that, it's a political statement. It's not a militarily, a sufficient statement, especially when we start talking about what Iran's capabilities are today. Because It seems to be.
All right, we're going to shift. Guys, as you guys know, a mayor more than likely is going to win. His name is Zohran Mamdani, okay? He is going to more than likely win the election in New York as mayor, okay? So we're going to get Charlie Kirk and Megyn Kelly's take on this. Obviously, they're not happy. But I wrote a tweet earlier. It's actually pinned at the top as to why this is happening. And we're going to break this down. Why he won or why he's going to win, right? And I wrote a very well thought out tweet on this. And I think honestly it's the best assessment on Twitter that covers this. Let me take a quick piss, guys, and we're going to get into it. Give me 1 sec. Yo, do you want to play or whatever or what?
You said what? You said you don't play later, Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, hold on 1 sec. Let me get it so everybody can hear you on the thing. Give me 1 sec. Let me go to the Bluetooth so they can hear. Okay.
And can I take
All right, can you hear me, Chris? Yo, Chris. Hold on 1 sec, Ninja. Hold on. Oh, can you hear me, Chris? Hold on. All right, now the audience should be able to hear you. So go ahead, talk.
Yeah, I just won the Fortnite match just now, so you know what I'm saying? I have to lock it in.
All right, cool. You're playing Fortnite. Okay, the audience can hear you, bro. I'm on stream right now.
Yeah, and tell you Ninja's on Kick to follow me right now. I'm live on Kick.
You're live on Kick right now?
Yeah, Kick and Twitch.
All right, he's live on Kick and Twitch, guys. So what I'll do is, guys, we're gonna we'll shift over to Kick here in a little bit, guys. So get ready, guys are watching on Rumble and on it's gonna be Kick and OSS only. We'll shift to those two. But I'm reacting to like some Charlie Kirk shit right here with the mayor of New York, and then I'll segue over and play with you guys. How much longer are you guys gonna be on?
I'll be on for a while.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. We'll play some Marvel Rivals then. Cool.
All right. Cool.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right.
All right. And guys, just so you guys see, as you guys can see, were you guys able to hear Chris Crispy there and stuff? Like, did it sound good? Because that's how I'm going to be talking to you guys on the debrief. I'm going to give out a phone number, and you guys will be able to call into the show just like that. So let me know if you guys heard that well. That is literally a Bluetooth feature that I have on my mixer that I use. So hopefully that came in good. Perfect. Okay, let's get into this, guys.
York is becoming a communist Bolshevik town. It's incredible. I'm sorry, I've lived in New York State for 50 years and only recently moved to Connecticut and New York City for 17.
Bitch is old.
I can't believe they've done this. How did we go from Giuliani, Bloomberg, cross over de Blasio and Adams to a socialist who now is very likely to win because anybody who gets the Democratic nomination wins. Now, it's true, some people will organize against him. Some New York business leaders are very scared. Some Jews in New York are very scared that this guy who defended globalized the Intifada recently on a podcast at the Dispatch is their next likely mayor. So they could potentially organize now in a way they didn't before the primary to stop him. But if you had to put money on it, you'd have to put it on this guy becoming the next mayor. What does this say about New York and our country?
Well, a lot, and I'm going to push the envelope a little bit, Megyn. So you have to give me, and you can push back at any time. So I think it's very
you're in trouble. I
important
saw you're in trouble with Jessica Tarlov of Fox News on the internet.
Well, yeah, I'm going to say it here on air because I just I don't hide from my opinions. But yes, and you can push back and disagree, and I'll give all the proper caveats, which of course I believe in. But yes, the socialism part is very important. I mean, he has like some of the dumbest ideas imaginable, which we're going to have city-run grocery stores. Yeah, that works really well in Cuba. Bring back bread lines, right? Mamdani 2025. And obviously he wants to tax the rich. He wants to take more money away from people. All that's super bad. He wants to defund the police. He's on the record saying defund the police. He wants to send social workers instead of cops. But like, we need to also understand, and we have to be very delicate how we talk about this, and I'll give all the proper caveats, right? Not every Muslim is bad. A lot of Muslims are really decent and good people. My primary care doctor is actually Muslim. I've endorsed someone running for office as a Muslim, Zuhdi Jasser here. In Arizona. So we all know individually good Muslims. But we also must kind of take pause and say, wait a second. The two financial power centers of the West are obviously London and New York. And are we really going to have two Muslim mayors of the major financial power centers of the West? Like, let's just take a pause and take a step back and like, what does that say and what does that mean? And people say, well, it's irrelevant that he's Muslim. Well, you said it best. He wants to globalize the Intifada. And by the way, that just means globalized terrorism. He is the first mayoral candidate of any significance to say that he supports sanctions of Israel. I want you to understand that. That is America's most Jewish city, New York, and he wants to sanction Israel.
W, man. I get. Hey, man. That's a W, man. And guys, we're going to give the full breakdown on this. We might have to do it on Kick, honestly, because what I'm going to say is definitely not YouTube friendly because we know who fucking runs YouTube. But let's let Charlie give his analysis some more.
And we're not allowed to mention that he's also Muslim. Like, I'm sorry, like that actually matters a lot. And he should be put on the record and ask questions about not just his faith, but also, do you think that it's good that we're continually importing hundreds of thousands of people that don't import our values? And you look at Ilhan Omar. Is Ilhan Omar a good example of someone that has pride and patriotism and gratitude for our country? It's not a good track record so far. And from Mamdani, you're seeing someone that has resentment-driven politics, super bad economics, terrible economics. But dare I also say, a radical cultural orthodoxy that is going to be introduced into America's largest city. One that will not make it a safe place for Jews, not a safe place increasingly, I think, for Western values and potentially Christians. And to say that you are in favor of boycotting, divesting, and sanctioning Israel in America's most Jewish city, and it's just a coincidence that that guy happens to be Muslim, yeah, I think that's complete rubbish. And final point I'll say is this, is that London is a captured city. I don't know if you've been there recently, Megan, but it is a husk of its former self. It is terrible. And I don't like the fact that I go to Piccadilly Square and I see more Arabic than I see English, that I see more stores that are Yemen, Omani, Saudi Arabian. That is a conquered and a captured country. And Mamdani has to run on his own merits. He's his own individual person, but he has not given any indication that he is anything but a radical socialist and someone that is trying to continue the Mohammedan march in the West. Individual Muslims can be great members of American society. We all know them. But in the macro, in the big picture, are we really benefiting the more that we are importing Islamists into the West? I say no, and I think we should have a lot of caution making a Muslim socialist the mayor of America's largest city. And I know I'm in trouble for saying that, but I'll double down on it because I think that it comes with a lot of baggage and a lot of trouble.
The response to not your argument, but your feelings have been espoused by others, including Benny Johnson, who said he tweeted, "New York City in 2001 will never forget." After the World Trade Center, New York City in 2025 elects Muslim jihadist. That's not what you called him. You did not call him this guy a jihadist.
No, I did not, for the record, I never said that. You
did not say that.
And I like Benny a lot, but I did not say that.
Yeah, but here's how Ryan James Grodowski responded to Benny. He says, it's a low IQ hot take. He says, Mamdani's not a jihadist. Sure, he hates Jews and supports a global movement to kill them because he's okay with the globalize the Intifada chants. But he's also about queer liberation and women's rights. This is true. He's just an identity-based socialist. where your value is connected to your race. I mean, that's the thing. Like, the true radical jihadis are not out there at pride parades and wanting to make a major part of their platform pride rights and free trans surgeries for minors, which is part of Mamdani's
I think
promise.
that's a good point.
Right, so
I agree.
He's an odd jihadi if he's a jihadi, according to Benny Johnson.
I like Benny a lot. I would not, and I won't say anything negative about him. I wouldn't use the word jihadi, but I will say though, he has hatred for the West. And that we can all agree upon. Where does that hatred come from?
Yeah.
Does it come from his radical professor father? Does it come from the Shia Islam that he believes in?
But
we don't quite
wait,
know.
let me just ask you about this. I accept that, but does he hate it any more than the white Upper West Side women who surrounded me when I lived there?
That's
they
voting
feel exactly
for him.
as he does.
Totally. No, I agree. And I think though that he now represents, should we import more people like him that obviously have, I mean, again, he was, I think, born here. I don't know, or did he?
I'm going to give you guys my take on this here in a second. I just want you guys to hear because what they're saying, this is how a lot of the conservative community feels. And I'm going to, jump in on this and give you guys my full take on this situation. I'm going to break down how we got here, etc. So, but I want you guys to listen to this so that you guys can understand kind of the general gist of the conservative wing of this, because a lot of them have these talking points. So, I mean, you guys heard Benny Johnson say that they're jihadis. I know Laura Loomer isn't happy about this. Matt Walsh is not happy about this. A lot of your, your people, your traditional conservatives that are, MAGA based, whatever. A lot of them are not happy about this.
He was born in.
I don't know.
He was born in.
Yeah.
Where was he?
Kenya
born?
or something?
We just went over this. No, Uganda.
Uganda. Uganda. Yeah. And so, has this guy been a great picture of American assimilation? No. And that is the tragic truth of far too much Muslim immigration to the West. You see it in Rotterdam, you see it in Paris, you see it in London, you see it across Germany, is that the Islamist world does not assimilate well to the Western world. In fact, they create their own pockets of no-go zones. They try to take over City Hall, as you could see evidence in London and Rotterdam. They try to create own areas of their kind of Sharia type law and radical Islam. I don't know if that's what Mamdani will do, but I know this, it doesn't matter because he is a perfect personification of what we call the red-green axis. The red-green axis is Marxism and Mohammedanism that come together to destroy the West.
Bro called it Mohammedanism. That's funny.
And he is an agreeable spot for that. There's a lot of Muslims in New York, and there's a lot of, also to your point, white upper East Side middle, higher income earners that have luxury beliefs that want to whatever reason see the suicide in New York City. What is shocking is that the richer you are in New York City, the more likely you are to support Mamdani. The poorer you are, the more likely you were to support Cuomo. And so
blacks and poor people in New York voted for Cuomo, and Asians and whites voted for Mamdani. It's amazing.
So I think and it's just, the point is this, is that it's obvious he hates the West. Where does that come from? I don't know. Now, if his name was Clark Smith, he might have the same sort of radicalism, but I do think that there is a pattern recognition that for whatever reason, people get really mad when you mention, which is like, wait a second, we now have Sadiq Khan, and we have Ilhan Omar, we have Rashida Tlaib, and now Mamdani, and none of these people have nice things to say about Western civilization. And either they or their parents are here on invitation only to the West. That is the distinction. We have made a conscious decision to bring millions of people from the Middle East or Muslims into America. Has that worked? Is it a good thing? Is it improving New York? Has this guy been a shining beacon of assimilation and adopting American values? Or is he an insurgent against New York City to try to break it down, make it into a poor version of Gotham? And so I want to make sure everyone in the audience understands. So there are some good Muslims out there, obviously, but as Islam has crept its way into the power centers of the West, it has not materially improved our life. In fact, it's done the exact opposite.
And that's being done intentionally. It's being done intentionally.
That's the point. And that's why I think it's important that I push the envelope a little bit on this.
I understand. So, yeah. I totally get it. Totally get it. This video, I've done years in coverage of these radical jihadis and radical Islamists and who they are. And Ayan has been my...
Shout out to Al Boyce. He goes, LOL, Kirk is so annoying. He doesn't want jihadi access, areas in stores in U.S. cities, but them boys type 1s are just fine. He says Muslims are destroying and hate the West. I think he needs to look in the mirror and reevaluate that. We'll see.
Best teacher on all of it. I mean, just read any book she's written. Read any article she's written. She's lived it firsthand, okay? But what their goal is not a secret. You actually don't have to spend much time looking at this to know what their goal is. This video is making the rounds on X. It's from 1990, and it's someone speaking on behalf of the Muslim Brotherhood, a woman talking about the goals for infiltration in American cities.
American melting pot. We do not want to melt into American society and disappear. We want to go into American society with
Guys, keep in mind, melting pot. Don't forget that term, chat.
Islamic ideals and revamp their thinking. We want to revamp them. We want to turn them into Muslim individuals. We shouldn't have feelings of distaste for them or intolerance because they're potential Muslim. Education is one of the most important areas that Muslims have to address. And while our objective, our final objective, is not just to become part of the system that we experience now and that we see, our objective, our final objective, is to create our own Islamic systems, and not only create Islamic systems for Muslims, but to look at all the other people who are sharing this country with us as potential Muslims. And in that long-range process of making America...
Also, guys, we only got 940 likes. Guys, this is my third stream of the day for you ninjas. I need you guys to smash that like button, okay? Support me. Support the channel. Okay, you don't got to donate $1 to the show if you don't want to. 72% of you guys are not members of fucking OSS. Holy shit. You motherfuckers, bro. Quick word from our sponsor, niggas. Holy, bro. Got this exclusive community for you guys where we could talk about the stuff that we want to talk about. The O/Squad, aka the OSS, is finally here. But without further ado, guys, you're going to get a bunch of perks from joining. Number one, you're going to be able to call into the show when I have call-in sections on the debrief. I'm going to be talking to the OSS members only on there. Also, you guys are going to get discounts on merch and exclusive drops that only OSS members have access to. On top of that, we're going to do one annual meetup completely free on 420 once a year right here in Miami. And then on top of that, whenever I travel, I'm going to let you guys know with the Telegram chat so you can go ahead and do a meetup there because you're an OSS member. My goal here, guys, is to have you guys be able to support the mission without breaking the bank. We're going to keep membership dues low. You're obviously going to get discounts with annual codes and all types of opportunities to get a better price point. This is basically going to be done so we can continue doing what we're doing, expand the debrief, expand the O/Squad, and be able to have the independence, quite frankly, that is very tough to come by nowadays in a pro-censorship regime. All right. Cool. Let's get back to it, ninjas. Back to regular schedule programming. As you guys know, running the special $4 to join for the first month. That's running until we do the official launch in July. So pretty much it's a pre-onboarding, or you can get them for the year at only $75, man. So go ahead and jump in, guys. As you guys know, I'm demonetized on YouTube. It's fucking annoying. And I still stream on here for you guys. So, you know, basically I'll take the hit and stream on YouTube, even though everyone tells me not to do that and just force everyone to another platform. But I don't like to do that, man. I try to stay on YouTube as much as I can. Obviously, I'm going to be gaming here in a little bit, so we're going to move everybody over to Kick. But yeah, we're going to finish up this Charlie Kirk thing on Kick as well.
America Muslim, all of America Muslim.
Yeah. So it's not a secret.
It's not a secret. And the most important data point is that, has this improved the West? Are we more united? Are we talking about things of prosperity and abundance and unity? Has this been about like a return to American values? Or does this feel kind of like an insurgency campaign that we have voluntarily invited into our society? And
Busted Loaded says, bigger play. Trump needed to cut ties with Bibi. He showed he did his part. He is done. Watch what happens going forward. Okay, we'll see, bro. We shall see.
Again, so people are going to attack me. My primary care doctor is Muslim. I've endorsed him for running for office, all that stuff. But when we look at our immigration policy, a immigration policy that continues to bring people in that don't assimilate, and they don't, I've said this before and it drives people nuts and I don't care. Islam is not compatible with Western civilization. Fundamentally, Islam is...
Yeah, I actually agree with that, but we're going to get into some more of this. But I want them to get all their thoughts out.
Is at war with freedom of speech, with freedom of worship, with freedom of assembly, freedom of religion, and separation of mosque and state. They don't believe in a separation of mosque and state. That's why so many of them are running for office, is that at its core, Islam is about power. The greatest man ever to live in the telling of Islam is a desert warlord. It's not a criticism, it's just a fact. And so as we're looking at this as Westerners, we should just, Jessica Tarlov calls me an Islamophobe. And my response was like, please stop using thought-terminating cliches and let's just have a discussion about this.
Yes.
Okay? It's not about like being, like, is it good for us? Has it improved our life? Do we want this to continue? Is this the best we can do? Is London doing better since Sadiq Khan took over? No, actually. They're doing far worse. The UK is a divided, sad, just somber museum is basically what it is. And so
well, listen to this. So
Please.
I'm just going to add to it. Laura Ingraham tweeted this out. It's a related point, which I think is what you're trying to say. She wrote, "You think New York City's turn to socialism and communism is just a New York thing? It's not. Uncontrolled immigration, greenlit since the 1980s by the Uniparty, is remaking every American community. We imported anti-Americanism, cultivated it in schools. Now comes the poisonous crop." And on top of that, you get, Zohran's, tweets from the past saying things like queer liberation means defund the police. He wants to open the prisons and get rid of the cops.
Correct.
And we're supposed to believe he loves the country. We are days away.
All right. As you guys know, Megyn Kelly's kind of a feminist. She's a feminist in disguise, Megyn Kelly. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to move over to Kick. All right. We're going to move over to Kick. Come on over to Kick, guys. I'm going to close out all the other streams. We're going to go over to Kick, my ninjas. And then I'm going to give my take over there on Kick. I'm going to break this thing down because I got a lot to say with this whole Zohran thing, the mayor, and also Charlie's comments as well as Megyn Kelly's. Because, it's interesting how they're not going over a certain topic, which I want to go into more detail. So let's go ahead, ninjas. Come on over to, I'm going to go ahead and end the Rumble and YouTube streams. We're going to only go to Kick. Let me drop the Kick link for you guys real fast. Okay. It's kick.com/Myron Gaines, ninjas. Kick.com/Myron Gaines. Here you go. I'm going to drop the link. So we're only going to stay up on OSS and on Kick. OSS and yeah, I am on Kick. There's my link right there. All right. Dropping the Kink link right here for you guys. Kick is actually pretty good, guys. Okay. No, Kick is not gonna. Kick isn't that bad with free speech, bro. It's really not actually. Nick Fuentes is on Kick, bro. So, come on over, niggas. Come on over. Come to Kick, ninjas. I'm gonna end all the streams except for what's it called? OSS. All right, guys, come on over. I'm ending the Rumble stream right now. Ending the Rumble stream right now. Come on over, guys. Ending the YouTube stream right now. Come on over, guys. I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of this thing. Now, let's see what else.